Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another evening of D&D. We are here once again with the city of Oshuamp. We're out in the snow having a great time. Just laughing.
Being snow buddies.
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out.
Everything's great.
Mm-hmm.
Relaxing.
It's a really good time.
Yeah.
Thank
A
you.
very touching episode last week.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2 weeks ago.
We're all alive.
God.
We're out.
Mm-hmm. Feels good to be back.
Mm-hmm. It does. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
We're going to go around the table real quick, introduce ourselves, and then John's going to do the recap, and we're going to pop into the action. So, always, I'm Don, and in this one, I play Ether, the Grave Domain Cleric.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Lawrence. Who's Lawrence?
Mm-hmm.
And I play Olumlo.
Nice.
I'm Paul, and I play Felix.
I'm Glenn, and I play Vorst.
I'm Sarah, and I play Ritora.
And I'm DJ. I play I'm Nesgrim, and I play DJ.
Yeah. That's pretty much the feel. I'm John. I'm the Dungeon Master for Oshuamp. 2 weeks ago, when we were here getting to play, we were at the conclusion of the battle with the small orcish warband, skirmish, I guess we could say. We had the concluding kill with Ritora, with the wonderful munching away at the, flesh of that orc right in front of her.
You're
as
welcome.
The acidic nature from whatever it is inside her, the pestilence, one might say. Ferried away the flesh of that poor orc. That was a good word. I like that. I'm going to keep that just up here.
You're welcome.
I need a whiteboard.
I gotta get the whiteboard. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Well, dude, that's why I'm happy you told me about Vulpix going back and watching, because the description of Oshuamp, the city itself, really mattered as we arrived at the city. And that's great. So that was several months ago.
It was a year ago.
I
explained this. Time.
Years are measured in months.
Yeah,
that was
not-
several months ago.
Time is not a
Times
thing.
two.
You know what? It's fair. I'm sorry.
To be fair,
You're right. I can't
still accurate.
Still accurate, yes. Yes, but no.
We decided to continue eastward. We abandoned the encampment that was there, fearful of the fact that these large tracks from this other horrific monstrosity that did eat Vorst people 3 years ago, perceivably being in the area as well with this small orc band. We eventually went eastward, found a good place to camp. Ether healed some people. Yalimlo cleaned the blood off of everybody. We went to sleep for the evening, finally getting a safe long rest. In the morning when we awoke, Ritora noticed the figures of 2 deer in the distance with starry-like patterns on their fur. She beckoned them over, brought them over towards the party, recognizing them as Malithel and Melisee. We had a nice conversation, which is actually not a nice conversation. It was a very sad conversation about the tragic existence of Malithel and Melisee, having been the chosen guardians of, as described and demonstrated to the party once we asked about it, what is called the Ring of Winter, a trinket of old, ancient power, something that she was tasked with watching when her sister Harmony was many years ago turned into a hag. We had conversations with them about her plans for what she intended to do with the ring eventually, because she is not immortal. She's very old. The ring indeed has extended her life, but it is not granting her exclusively immortality. It is something very akin to it. She sadly, mournfully confesses that she and Malithel have been out here as outcasts for thousands of years and do not have anybody that they can entrust this to. We eventually make the decision to offer as best as we can to provide any kind of peace and sanctuary, Mr. Sanctuary Poem Man, for these individuals who also want a sweet, loving rest at the end of their lives. We eventually concluded our conversations with Malithel and Melisee after learning some of the important things that they had to offer, and we continued eastward for another couple of hours, gathering more herbs and root, eventually Vorst catching the scent once more of his good friend Rirda, slightly to the north, a little bit off the path, in an area in which we had seen a bit of a trailing thin wisp of black smoke from a small campfire previously. We contemplated the decision as to whether or not we considered this a bait, if we considered this a trap. Our group of friends eventually coming to the conclusion that, one, If this is a trap, we would rather hunt it than be hunted by it because it's still in the area, and we do believe that after the last experience with orcs, they're faster than us, and they would indeed hunt us down if we did not face them head on. And also, our good friend Vorst deserves the opportunity to be reunited with his companion, who he has been missing these long 3 years. We slowly, carefully, stealthily made our way slightly north off of our eastbound path, finding not necessarily a clearing, but a small space in which the trees were a little bit more sparsely populated, and approached a small hollowed out den made of branches, leaves, and found it dug into the base of a tree, a small wisp of black smoke coming from the inside of this den. Vorst, recognizing the scent of his long-lost friend, properly mocking him, throwing in the tinderbox as he recognized his friend was struggling to make a fire. And the voice called out to him, "You fucker." And that is where we're going to pick up this week. You guys, Vorst having more closely approached, about 8 to 10 feet away, having thrown this tinderbox in. Again, the description to you of the hovel itself, this small den, as it descends down into the roots and beneath of this tree here in the forest. It is dark. It's not currently a lit fire. It sounds as though he was, in fact, struggling to light this fire. But he calls out to you, "You fucker," and you guys are all standing several feet behind, as Vorst was the only one to appropriately approach.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop my sword and my shield.
Yep. Yeah, you hear these soft sounds of metal clanking and the hastily scurried, scratchings of dirt as this man begins to crawl out from inside of this den. You guys are still within the area, so the division will be appropriate for you guys as well to see, but you see him begin to ascend out from this small, vacuous little space, almost concluding like a tunnel down below this tree. As he begins to kind of crest that area in which you're able to see him, you can see this very long set of shaggy black hair. It goes down to about the height of his shoulders, base of his neck. It is very long. It looks dirty and greasy, matted in some places. You can see little pieces of twig, kind of poking out from his hair as he breaches up from the snow, crawling, his bare hands, as you recall them, covered in coarse black fur, akin to what your tribe is known for. You see his bare, pale hands crack out, grip the snow, and he begins to pull himself up, sliding the snow off of his chest as he does so. You recall him quite correctly. He looks different. He looks ragged. It's been some time, and it has not been a kind 3 years to this man. But for the rest of you, he looks like he's a little bit higher than 6 foot. He's got the long, shaggy, matted black hair, looks very unkempt. He has this long, scraggly black beard that just kind of crests down, but also sprays outwards, flared. No ability whatsoever for him to groom himself. He's muscular, but not in the way that he should be any longer. He looks emaciated. You can see that his skin around his cheeks and his jawline, beneath the areas where there's kinds of patches in the beard itself, around the areas of his elbow, his bicep and tricep, where the leather hide armor he's got has visible cracks and breaks in it. You can see his skin tightly pulled, his collarbones incredibly pronounced and visible, the lines and the definition in the neck even so as well. The easiest description I could give you guys is if anybody ever saw the movie The Machinist with Christian Bale. He has that emaciated, prominent bone look to him, and he just kind of steps out. Even the armor itself, you can see the little bit of the clothing beneath it, the old torn cloth shirt. It has obvious slash marks. You can see 1 or 2 large holes that look as though around the edges of them, not where they look frayed. They as well look dirty and stained. Grass and dirt. It's hard to tell how old these stains are. You can see that over the back of his shoulders, kind of loosely tied along the height, is this twine, almost rope, that has this broken bear fur that has pieces large scale as he was crawling up, visibly torn and ripped, broken off from it. Very little bits of this thing remains for him. Yeah. He just stands. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm just gonna run up and hug him.
Yeah, you, after having dropped all of your things, you can see that he's got, nothing in his hands currently. You run towards him and he just kind of tilts his head ever so slightly, and you throw your arms around him in a very large embrace. And you feel his arms wrap around yours as well as he pulls you in closely. You always were a bit of a bitch, eh?
Never thought I'd be able to do this again.
And you feel his hand
Fuck
just
you.
kind of hit the back of your head and just ruffle your hair as it kind of like pushes the hood from your cloak aside. Fuck are you doing though?
Out here looking for a few things, I guess. You were along the way.
I mean, it's hard to say I'm along anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Pure dumb luck I ran into you.
Ain't been lucky in a long time though.
No.
Kind of slowly you feel his arms fall off your back. So you're hugging him, you feel, the close proximity and the boniness of his shoulder blades. Even as he hugs you, his shoulder blades would retract in. You still feel them poking out through the backs of his hide armor. And he just kind of pulls his arms back and just rests them on, the heights of your shoulder. He's a little bit taller than you and just looks at you closely. As you are here, right in front of him, you can see that his eyes are now a pair of thin yellow slits. You can see that poking through the edges in this mangled, matted hair, right along a little bit above the heights of his ears. You can see these short, curved, black, bony-like protrusions, almost like thin horns. You see these strange markings around his neck. Now that you're close to him, they look almost like scars that descend down along the heights of the collarbone, meeting inward over them like a V.
I'm gonna move my hand up from his shoulder to the horns and just touch them. Are they sharp horns or are they dulled over?
They're sharp, and they have a slight curvature, bending them forward ever so slightly. They're not very large, though. Maybe only about 2.5 inches.
These are new.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a hell of a unlucky time,
And see, you don't look well.
I don't feel well.
Have you eaten?
Not in a while. They were getting close. Had to run.
The orc band?
Yeah.
How many?
Saw
5?
4, 5. Around that.
Found 5.
They didn't want to let me go,
I'm not gonna bother you anymore.
Well, fucking done. And you just feel this, heavy punch real quick into your chest, right at your shoulder.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I would move my armor for where I got hit with the halberd on the first hit. The one that wrecked my shit.
Yeah.
I'd move my armor to the side and show him. He went
Look at
down.
you. Getting all fucking cut up now, yeah.
Not the same one you left out in the woods.
Oh. Damn. Never thought I'd see you again.
Me neither.
You ran though, yeah.
Yeah.
Wish I was as fast as you.
Maybe one day.
He just kind of looks down at himself. I don't think I'll ever be fast again.
Are there like things outside of his den, like for like sitting purposes, like any sort of logs or anything?
Yeah, I mean,
around?
there are a couple of like short studded logs.
Yeah, I would like kind of roll up a log and gesture for him to sit.
Yeah, you just see him just kind of like lazily plop himself down, his arms just sag, rest gently on his thighs. Fuck, you said you're out here looking for shit.
Plants, flowers, gems.
Fucking flowers brought you out here?
A little more than flowers, yeah.
Here, I thought you were getting tough.
You have no idea.
It's good though. Killed 5 fucking orcs yourself.
Not himself. But
No.
he did.
You couldn't smell him?
One of them.
Not just him.
We're all standing here.
I'll point to the rest of them.
Hmm? Right. Makes a lot more sense now, yeah. Wow, what the fuck happened, man? Here I am, looking at you. And all these other weird fucks.
I'll
Hell's
pull
wrong
down
with
my
you?
hood.
Doesn't even begin
Even
to,
weirder, man.
doesn't even begin to cover it.
You got a green thing.
I'll just do the smile.
He's fish man.
A fish, man.
Yeah.
Did our tribe get weird or something? With some fish? Did you fuck a fish?
No, but I
You
met
and
somebody
Dad?
that definitely did.
Odd. You're out here for fucking flowers. You have the weirdest group of people I've ever seen.
Didn't pick him.
Yeah. I guess that's fair.
I pull out one of my rations and hand it over to him.
At least one of your friends has got manners, yeah. Who the fuck are you? He just kind of opens this small little pouch and looks at it. Oh, not bad.
No, not bad.
My name is Ether.
Great.
I'm going to begin properly lighting his fire.
Thanks. Hands. And he just kind of shakes them, and you can see that they are pale, frail, and they look like they have small signs of frostbite.
Yalumlo? Is it safe to stay here? In this place?
I mean, I've been camping here for, I don't know, two, 3 good moons. Not been too bad outside of those orcs that were evidently starting to catch wind of me. I don't usually keep anything lit.
Vorst, you said that the other was still close?
Do I smell it? Like around this area still?
Faintly around this area, yes.
I do faintly sense it.
The other? What do you mean?
That thing from our horrible night.
Oh.
Or
Yeah.
just big teeth.
Yeah. And you see him kind of smile. You see his canines, upper and lower, slightly elongated. Yeah. It's safe to stay here.
You haven't seen it around?
I don't got mirrors.
You implying what I think that you are?
Been a rough couple of years, buddy.
I'm gonna continue lighting the fire.
Did we see that thing in the vision that we shared with Vorst?
Yes.
Does the, like his horns and the, like teeth, does it reminisce that creature?
Yes. short horns, slightly elongated, pointed teeth. I will tell you as well, though, in the vision, you saw that creature and this man separately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not been great.
What do you mean you don't have mirrors?
I don't really get to see myself anymore, outside the lakes. Nice and clear out here still.
I'm gonna slowly reach for my sword and just look and like hold it up facing him. Sideways, that way,
Yeah.
Nice
shines.
remote.
Yeah, he catches a little bit of his reflection. Ah, fucking God.
He's like that.
Worse than I thought.
I'm gonna lean in and smell him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not what you would
That's the
call
smell.
charismatic.
More strongly from him, directly.
The smell was him, Nesgrim.
Okay.
I don't think that particular one is out here. I think it's him as well.
Yeah.
So is he becoming an orc?
No.
Nesgrim.
I know. DJ knows.
He's
Nesgrim.
like that, actually.
This is normal for him.
Nesgrim, Ethier, wouldn't mind trying to rustle up some food.
Sure.
I don't think he's going to survive off of berries and nuts for very long.
Okay.
Best
Can you help
save
with
our
the fire?
rations. Would the fire be lit at this point as we're trying?
Yeah. A minute or so has passed. That's approximately all it would take an experienced survivalist like you.
I'm gonna pull out my bow and my bone arrows. Shall we, Nesgrim?
Sure.
Nice. Bones. I like that.
Thank you.
How long you been out here?
A few days with them. 10 years by myself.
That's
On and
fucking
off.
terrifying.
It is strange, yes.
Yeah. Good luck. Happy hunting.
Thank you. You know if there's anything nearby? Grazing, perhaps? Or worst.
He just kind of leans back and he just sniffs.
The smell check.
I like to do a sniff.
Fucking deer about 30 yards.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Ether.
Don't take the loud one, though.
Yes.
What the fuck are you thinking?
Yep, no.
I was just getting ready to suggest. I don't think.
If anything, it's best if he just lays in the snow or
Yes,
something.
probably if you could just maybe don't move until I then sit. If you make too much noise.
That's a good boy. Sit.
I'll just. You don't think I see I've attacked old men for less.
This is true in real life.
Yes, I'll just sit here then.
Okay. Felix, Yalimlo, if one of you could watch my back.
Fair enough.
Thank you. We'll start moving.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to walk up to this man. You said his hands seem frostbitten.
Yes.
Are they shaking?
Ever so slightly, yeah.
All right, I'm going to touch his hands and just keep smiling.
I don't remotely know what the fuck you're doing, dude.
Environmental adaptation. I'll make him ignore extreme cold for the next hour.
Yeah. You see, his breath kind of fading out as he's sitting here. This is just something your people fucking do now. You got hot fish?
I can heal you if you need that as well.
Steamed fish.
Are you injured at all?
No, I haven't fought anything in months since I left.
Good.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you as well. I didn't get your name.
I'll say into his mind, Felix.
I fucking hate that. I like this.
Don't call me a fish and I won't do it again.
Oh, that's fine. Why are you green, though? I've never seen a green person.
I'll speak out loud. I'm a Ganassi. Water.
I don't. You, yeah?
I haven't even figured it out yet.
Alright, that's fine.
Half person, half
Green.
element.
Water.
Okay. Kind of like us, yeah. All right. Makes more sense now.
He was born normal though, which is what gets me.
What do you, he wasn't born, you weren't born green?
Not this green.
Fuck. It's really weird, dude.
I'll nod.
Yeah,
I've seen some weird shit.
not even scratching the surface with these group.
Oh,
He's the easy one.
all right.
And I didn't introduce myself.
Oh, thank you for the healing offer.
Of course. My name is Nesgrim.
Good to meet you, dude.
You as well.
All right. I'm sure he told you my name.
Weirda. Yep.
Yeah. Good.
Indeed.
And nice
Ritora.
one. Ritora. All right. You don't seem so bad.
No. She's okay.
Might be the worst of
Something
them.
weird though, you know?
You smell it?
Yeah, not trying to be rude or anything, but
Show him your hand.
you smell like a fucking grave. What the fuck?
Cursed dagger?
Come on, man. This is who's rescuing me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that's the worst of it.
That's probably the worst of it.
Alright, I guess that's not so bad.
Don't make that one cry.
Not the worst of it.
What happens when he cries? Doesn't get like...
It's very
The
awkward.
skeletal wings burst from my back.
Fucking serious? He's fucking with me.
It's real.
Why?
I do not know.
Man. Y'all are really out here. Giving it your best, huh?
We really out here giving it our best.
2020.
That's it, everybody, go!
Yeah, he just kind of fucking chuckles. I guess I can't really say shit.
I mean, you're not looking so hot yourself.
Yeah, no, I'm a fucking monster, dude. I don't know why. I mean, no, I'm lying. I absolutely know why. I don't know what, though.
What
It's really
happened?
fucking weird. Yeah, I mean, we got raided.
Okay.
And the one thing started eating our friends. Yeah,
Right.
I remember watching it hold one of the elders and run it through. He just kind of pats the end of his horn. I'm not quite there yet. Wouldn't do it to... I mean, they're dead. Can't do it to one of the elders if they're dead. Maybe it'll work someday. Fucking bastards.
Return the favor.
I mean more specifically what happened to you for this to occur.
Probably get the deer first, yeah.
They're working on it, yeah. Sure.
The two of you can make stealth checks for whoever we're approaching this deer.
Not 20.
Sure is.
Very good.
21.
Yeah,
You
no,
are the
guys.
knight.
I am the knight.
You guys begin
In the day.
tracking northeastward ever so slightly in the gesture direction. You get about 15 yards and you see 15 yards ahead of you, so 45, 50-ish feet, a large buck just kind of paused. It looks as though it is currently standing its face right at the edge of like a smaller bush, as though it's attempting to forage.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Take a clean shot.
draw my short bow.
Yeah, absolutely. You can make your attack roll with advantage. You're an unseen attacker. In my eyes.
That is a 15.
Yeah, 15 absolutely strikes true. Roll the damage. I gotta see whether or not you actually kill it.
Yep.
Yes. That's exactly what I wanted you to do.
Nailed it.
That happens to be
Use the die.
exactly
So
enough.
good.
Right?
5.
5? Yeah, no.
Need some
You-
dice trays with some higher rolls.
You catch it as its head is, kind of grazing in, and you catch it right at the side, comes up, and you watch this thing just suddenly, quickly shake, go limp, and fall forward, kind of legs splayed out to the side. Very good shot.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I'm gonna head over to it.
Yeah, you can tell it's very large. Probably weighs a couple 100 pounds. It's gonna be a little tough, but the two of you will be able to manage.
Cool.
Yeah, two of you start dragging this back towards.
Yep, I'll take my arrow back too.
Yep, very good.
Give me that.
Spiritual weapon appears to help push you.
Just a big fucking Bigby hand. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll say, a couple minutes pass and you guys hear the sounds of this, creature being dragged back through the snow towards you all. Hey, not fucking bad. At least you got a hunter. Yeah. You guys hear his voice. You're only about, 25-ish feet or so away.
Couple of woodsmen, scholar, herbalist, healer. The lot.
Weirder looking than I imagined, but overall they cover some pretty good ground, yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking weird looking.
Yeah.
Why a grave, though? What the fuck, cursed dagger? How do you even get your hands on that kind of shit?
It's a long story.
Yeah.
Huh. You're a good fucking shot, man.
Thank you.
I like you.
I
A
like
lot.
you too. Thank you.
Nice.
I do my best.
My dog man!
That's you've all been waiting for.
Well done, Glenn. Well done.
Can we get a clip on that one,
Yeah, can we
please?
clip that, please?
Mhm.
Quote that.
Yeah.
Oh. I've been
I mean,
hunting
Liz
for a
took a
very
turn.
long time.
yeah. 10 years.
Well, hunting longer than that, but yes.
Ah. Good. Good to cook.
Indeed.
Good choice.
I didn't choose him. I actually got stuck with him.
Oh, pretty fucking lucky then.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, about this cursed dagger, well, this man makes us whatever the fuck he's gonna cook.
Yeah, I'm going to start cleaning the deer.
Very good.
Thank you, Vulpix. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Wolfie.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, cursed fucking dagger.
Yeah.
Just gonna say yeah? Like what?
It's
Well, I ran south to the city.
Yeah.
Stayed there for a while. Tried to get some money, some supplies to try and make my way back. Place I was working at. They took good care of me. Taught me some magic.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And, they happened. Well, they happened.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shrug when you just heard all of us.
it's us.
That's
It's
a better way
definitely
to put
us.
it, I think. Yes.
It's us. Who are you kidding?
You got me.
You got me.
You got it.
We
Got
got
to fight
okay.
Adrian's basement, isn't there?
And
So,
the two of us are
Better be.
You guys
bit
like
of
a
a
thing?
package
Like,
deal.
make long story short here, we killed a man with a cursed dagger. And that happened. He was able to, like, walk through our memories or our pasts and...
what the fuck? Yeah. Walk through their memories?
Should I just look at Ether?
I'm just gonna gesture this.
Oh, fucking, was it a shaman?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Alright.
Kind of a shaman.
But an evil one?
A
On the-
seer?
Topic, I also do a bit of
That
wandering.
Why don't you wander on over here?
Is he about to ask for something?
Are you tired, Ether? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
It's been a long 3 years, you know?
How about we go wander on the beach?
The elders always shared with me. I mean,
Why don't you wander on over here, bird boy?
I might be known for my loyalty.
But he's known for his bone.
Yeah, so I was tasked with taking care of them and making sure that they were all okay. And
Of course, she smells like a fucking corpse.
put my clothes back on.
I mean, no offense, lady, but damn.
That is why we are out here.
just to fix that,
Corpse lady?
not
Ritora,
Yeah, no, I'm just fucking with you. Sorry.
not
Had to have a sense of humor to get through all this shit.
not exactly thrilled about the current situation.
I mean, you stabbed a guy.
He deserved it.
Yeah, of course. Hope. I don't really like the thought of her doing it and him not deserving it. That's terrible.
We're on the run.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck?
That's actually why we're out here.
Yeah, doing a cursed anger and
Collecting
stabbed an
flowers.
innocent man.
We're bunking with you now.
Yeah, I'm
Got
leaving
news.
through- I'm leaving through
Been
the
looking
woods
for a
with
box all
problems.
right.
Oh, look, a patsy in the woods.
When I say he was asking for it, I mean that literally.
Oh.
It's not a figure of
Now that you
speech.
mentioned it, actually. That is true.
He did specifically say stab me. Yeah.
What a weird,
He
kinky guy.
He wanted.
Well, he
Nesbrin
died,
to do
so-
it.
Did you stab him wrong? Did he not want to die?
No, he,
And you
he,
just
he wanted
messed up?
Nesbrin to
no,
do
he
it.
wanted to die.
Oh.
He intended this was his wish.
All right.
The
Is he like in your hand now?
not him, but
Tell him who's hanging out.
the rotten one.
You fucking kidding?
I wish.
And
The defiled.
You fucking kidding?
I wish.
I think at this point you can just assume we are not kidding.
Yeah, and you just see this dude's hand just like hit the top of his head, just hard.
You can tell him the other.
I've met Camilla.
You're not fucking kidding. I get the feeling
You're catching on.
you're not fucking kidding.
I've met Camilla.
Where? You guys.
Throw a piece of paper.
I
You still
don't,
have that?
I don't remotely know how to unpack that, man.
It's a lot.
You like drew her?
No, they found a drawing in the dead man's basement.
Who the fuck was this dead guy?
His name was Adrian.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Do you know that name?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm being serious. His name was Adrian.
Oh, that dude was fucking creepy.
Felix the dagger?
He's dead now, so
Oh, that's good news.
You can show him.
I have an odd question for you.
Yeah.
Did you kill this orc thing that was hunting your people?
Oh.
Okay.
Took me.
Just gonna kind of like lean back a little bit, open the bag up, and float the dagger out.
You seen this before?
Yeah, thorns. Yeah.
That was the dagger.
Yeah, the fucking north ones.
Yeah.
The disease guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That
they
was
were
the
fucking
dagger
worst.
they used.
The fuck do you have a thorn?
he had it.
That guy really was the worst. He made you stab him with it?
He wanted me to stab him with it.
Just gonna gesture with my hand. And move it like next to my hand, but not touch it.
He wanted you to stab him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why you? You just look like an old dude.
Skeletal wings, I think, had something.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point, yeah.
I think that had something.
Yeah, no, he probably definitely wanted you as a host. Who's gonna take your skin? Now it's gonna do that to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Hopefully
How's
not.
how's it look? I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I mean, it still looks as though, like I said previously
just
before, like that
creeping.
light bulbous shape where it was gathering effectively, almost like, kind of pooling.
Like an hourglass.
Yes, effectively, yeah. Yeah, no, that thing's gonna take your skin.
The plan right now is to
Not have it take your skin.
perform a ritual to cleanse this,
Alright?
and thus we are out here
Picking flowers.
picking
Yeah.
flowers. Yes.
Gotcha. You guys have a shaman then?
Yes.
You could call
sort
it
of.
that.
That's good. Not one of ours, though. That was... We didn't really know if everybody was dead. kind of figured. I didn't see anybody else in the cages with me. But,
In the cages.
yeah. That's how all this...
Yes, would you care to elaborate? That's a lot to unpack.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Perhaps over some food.
Yeah, how's
Pull the-
that,
Start pulling the pots out and put them on the fire.
deer coming along, buddy?
It's coming.
It's also on the way.
Anyway, I'm gonna put away the dagger. Just
Can
gonna
you-
put that away.
Dry hide in the snow.
I mean, you would be able to tan it if you had sufficient consistent heat from a light source, or
You
know.
can smoke it, you can
Yes.
bake it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm gonna fix this real quick because it's the music's like jumping.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
It's like popping.
Do you want me to just jump to a different playlist?
Nah, it's not the playlist. Click on that thing.
Yep.
And
Close it and then reopen.
Yeah, I might have to go reopen it on the computer. It's still down there. I left it in
Oh, task.
the. Yeah.
Well, how long until the deer?
I'll go close and reopen it on there.
Cool.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, I'll say that it's going to take him a little while.
Just
Oh.
skin
Yeah,
and
Carve.
prepare and cook.
cook.
He's
Yeah.
got to be proficient in skinning.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Oh, yeah,
luckily
no,
enough,
he
he's,
has-
he's proficient at
Yes.
playing.
That was genuinely one of the things we went over for his character with, and I told him specifically you have advantage on checks made to skin things. At the beginning of the game. Great
Skin
time.
proficiency.
Yeah.
Yes, I gave him
That's good.
skinning proficiency.
Did you know
By the
John?
way,
Yes.
I did roll a 7 on my burnout. Didn't
Okay.
burn out, by the way.
Thank
Just-
you. Good.
Would I have any knowledge on tanning or
Tanning?
I don't know if
Uh,
that's
Yeah, I mean, I would say that your family would have given you some basic level of, between the, respectful sanctity of animal life and, utilizing all parts and not doing this, without a sense of purpose and care.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say that they would give you the knowledge on how to, again, smoke or bake. Since we do not have, just an elevated house to be able to lay out on roof
Yeah.
and a sufficient amount of, sunlight over the course of days. But, yeah, I would say that you would probably be aware of the fact that, like, the fire here, if you were to utilize some, after obviously cooking, utilize some tree trunks to be able to stand and spread out over the heat,
Mhm.
would be able to smoke it out for the most part.
Yeah, I'd like to get that set up. If,
Yeah, absolutely. We can do that stuff while we're prepping the deer, and the conversation is still ongoing.
Victoria, do you still have any of the feathers?
From the owlbear?
Yeah, I had more than. I thought I only had the.
I know you gave the one to
I gave
Melithel.
one to Melithel.
You
I
only
don't-
got one?
I don't remember. I think I might have only grabbed one.
Okay, then I would say no.
Alright.
I think I didn't roll very well for
Hmm.
collecting them.
Yeah, he ran. I tried to too, they just... I didn't want to go the same direction. I didn't want to pull him towards him. He went east towards Wood's Edge. I tried to go north. And they're fast. He was always faster.
They are very fast.
Yeah. Caught me about an hour or so later, trying to hide. Thing has a surprisingly keen sense of smell, like us.
They
I don't know why.
they took you prisoner rather than just killing you?
Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't seem in line with how I'd expect them to behave.
Yeah, me neither. When they, surrounded me, I thought I was dead. They had one come forward and, spoke like we do, and told me to put down my weapon, and I didn't know what it wanted. Tried to fight, and Yeah, almost broke my hands. Real fast. Didn't stay long after.
And did you escape, or did they let you go?
I escaped. Spring.
Do you know what they intended to do?
They were doing it. They're made. They don't just happen naturally.
So they were attempting to make you an orc.
No, not an orc.
It's not an orc.
Make him that thing. That's
Yeah.
right.
What
Like
thing?
an amalgamation.
We saw it in the vision.
Oh,
Yeah. Call him Tanner Rook.
Tanner Rook. That's familiar.
How's that spelled?
TANARUKK.
That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Orcish, no doubt.
Hmm?
It's Orcish, right?
Mm.
Does it have a translation or no?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Well, you know, we'd never seen one like that before. New thing. I guess I'm a bit more like you, yeah?
You're in good company.
Yeah.
Or poor company.
Doesn't seem so bad.
Equally doomed company.
I think we're all equally doomed in the end.
Yeah.
How long have you got?
I don't know. Wasn't like it was a death sentence.
They start right away.
Yeah. They got shamans of their own, you know? Strange magic. Some of the herbs that the elders used. Smell them. Well, at first I thought they were going to just sacrifice me or something. Give me to some kind of, I don't know, spirit? Whatever the fuck they worship. Yeah, Black Stone. Big citadel in the mountains. To the west.
Can you use divine sense?
Hmm?
Celestial fiend undead, 60 feet, not behind total cover, I think. Celestial fiend undead within 60 feet, not behind total cover. Yep.
Let me look. Technical classification. Because I do not remember. I believe it might be. Yeah, fiend. Thought so.
You said to the west?
Yeah,
Past the crocodile?
yeah. Right at the edge of the mountains. Large black stone citadel. And a large tower at the edge. I guess it was their home. You know, we never fucking went out that way. Why the hell would we? But, yeah, it dragged me back.
West past the city. You mean?
Oh yeah, other woods. Real west. So I fled this way. I didn't trust that city. Figured it was better to be out here.
In a
Well-
way, you're right.
Yeah, you're not entirely wrong. Look what happened to us within the city.
Yeah, I feel like I would have been not great in there.
The city's not kind to those who are different, it seems.
She kind of looks at the back of his hands and like the coarse hair. Yeah, I feel like I would have stuck out.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. No, it wasn't an immediate easy thing. Took a while. A lot of days in cages. Tried to feed me things. Some of ours. Starved for a while. The one that spoke common. He told me I'd be different. He kept pointing at the thing.
Do they control the thing?
It speaks. Orcish, yeah. It's not dumb. It knows. It thinks.
So it has free will then?
Yeah. But it serves. It's got a sense of purpose and loyalty, well, in its own way.
Somehow that's worse.
Could you tell who was commanding it?
Suppose that one was probably created as well.
Yeah. I'm not sure by what. Tried to do with me. Didn't work the same.
Or why?
Yeah.
Large ally, perhaps.
No. Not an ally.
To them, at least. Unless it was not happy to be a part of the band of orcs.
No. Things were different.
Who do they need an ally against? It seems for the most part they just hunt. Doesn't seem to be...
Nesgrim, we don't know much about this place.
It's true. Still though, who do they consider their enemy they need an ally against? Aside from just everyone.
We know the city was once their territory and is no longer.
Maybe they have a prophecy of their own. If this was once their land, maybe they have something that they want to find as well.
The other half of the same coin, perhaps?
Exactly. Did you spot any weaknesses?
In it? Gotta breathe. That's about it. Same as any hunt. Soft spots. Fewer. And he just kind of slowly peels back the edges of the bracer that is the hide armor over his forearm. And you can see that mixed into all the density of the coarse hair along the back of his forearm. You see, akin to the horns, these small, curved, spiky protrusions. Ever so small, maybe half an inch to an inch long, reminiscent of the ones that you saw on the creature's arms that were significantly longer, coming out.
How long did it take for this to occur?
Lost track of time. Didn't really get to see the sun anymore. It was just a dark hole. They... didn't leave me too great. Wasn't really the most obedient.
You never were?
I guess. Probably better me then. Yeah.
Forced, how long ago was the attack?
3 years.
You believe that they made the other one?
Yeah.
Will this take your mind? The other was compliant with their will, to some degree.
I don't really know. Ran. Didn't seem like it was done.
Does it seem to progress on its own?
Haven't seen much change in the months since I got out.
How long ago?
Spring. Early. Yeah.
And when did they catch up to you here?
Only within the last few days.
This is the first you've seen of them.
Yeah. I figured they'd come looking. That's why I didn't go to the city. I didn't know where you were.
May have been harder for them to get to you within the city.
Might have been. I don't know. Why the fuck did they speak common?
Why did they travel so far? If you were not compliant, it must be an important task they seek to accomplish.
Yeah. We all serve something. And they definitely are. Dark. Every day. And I don't know. Never really got a name. I didn't get a name for any of them.
How many did you see?
In the Citadel? Hundreds, if not more. They are people, you know?
It's their own city.
Yeah.
Is there anything else about the city that stood out to you that seemed memorable? Out of place, maybe?
Yeah. Black stone.
Fair. Did it seem to be carved out of the stone, or the stone cut to make the city?
Carved out of it. Grooved. Didn't. I don't know. It just didn't sit right.
No sharp edges?
No. It felt almost like it rose from inside the mountains.
There's a lot buried under the clay.
Yeah. Funny you picked that word. They said the same shit. At least the shaman did.
I thought I got him, but he threw the Uno reverse card. No, you.
He hit me with reverse draw 4. Yeah.
How long have we traveled so far today?
It was about 2 to 3 hours. It was, around 9, 10 a.m. You guys were up at the crack of dawn, though. So from 6 to 9 to 10 a.m. approximately.
Speak in divorced mind. Divorce. I know that this is a reunion of sorts, but we do still have much to accomplish, and there is plenty of daylight left.
Is you alright?
Lunch and whatever we can do for his recuperation, but we should be moving while we have the day.
I agree. Just needed to make sure that he was fed and warm.
You think he will join us?
It's not his style to. We look after our own.
Yes.
we can option him to come with. Sure, he might say yes for long. I'm not sure.
Maybe different now,
Maybe.
without your people.
You had asked DJ if anything else strange stood out. After he said that, he would also say, it's hot. Even in the snowy months.
Even in winter, it was hot.
I felt like I was by a forge at all times.
Interesting.
I had the smell of it. That weird, lingering, iron in the air.
Would Nesgrim be aware of the existence of volcanoes?
Yeah.
It's like a volcano, sort of.
I don't know. Never really been around one of those.
Well, it seems if it rose from the ground, volcanoes usually fling fire from the ground. It's always hot. Volcanoes are hot.
I like where you're going with this.
Orcs are white.
It always starts out well.
Orcs are white.
It's
Ash
the
is
conclusion.
white. Volcanoes make ash.
No, the other
Volcanoes
orcs.
make orcs.
The other orcs were white, not the ones that took me.
The orcs that I've seen are white, yes.
How the fuck did you see orcs?
Where did you see white orcs?
They were in the north part of the woods in Arenter. They're the ones with the fucking thorns. The sick ones.
I was with my father. We were traveling west in the Ogre Pool. We came upon them. They were marked with a black handprint, a black claw on their chest.
A defiled black claw?
You could say.
Is that the first time you're reading that, or is this the first time you're reading it?
I was
in
gonna say, I hope you're not
context?
just putting that together now.
It's the first
I know I
time
am.
it's the
What?
first time he's really reading.
I've read over my
It's episode 37, man!
You've quite literally said those words out loud on camera more than once.
have I?
All the rest of us have been aware of this.
Oops.
DJ.
Oh my god!
DJ.
Yes.
You've said it out loud.
You physically put it together on camera before.
We have
You won't
video
forget
proof.
And it just kind of like dropped into place.
No, I'm definitely not gonna forget this time.
That's not true at all.
No, I'm gonna forget it in like a week. But yes, traveling west in the Ogre Pool with my father.
You seem like you're in pain, Glenn.
You said Ogre Pool?
Yeah.
Force, where is that? You know?
South? I've never been.
Past?
The city. Past the wall.
Huh. That seems far.
It was.
I don't know why they'd be there. Maybe looking for people like you.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
I was born in an orcish.
Yeah! I didn't want to say it. I was waiting
What's
for
happening?
that to get put together.
I feel like you've made these conclusions. Does it just disappear after we get off camera?
Not after we get off camera, but it has been a while since that revelation happened. If it
Yeah,
has
but
happened.
it's still in here.
You know
so I
when
don't know
you're
what's
putting
happening.
something on the back of a truck and you run the strap across it and you ratchet it down? It's on there. But it's not on there until you snap it. The synapses are snapping now.
But this
It
is
was
kinda,
there.
But this is kind of like you put it on the truck, and then it fell off the truck,
You remember
and
the
then
shamans,
3 months
DJ?
later he went, "That was on the truck."
Oh shit, my couch!
Remember the shamans? Sacrifice on the sands?
Yeah, that's and it just dawned on me that I was
Mom was pregnant at a bad time, bad
probably
place.
while she was an orc prisoner and then got stabbed with a thing that tried to make me into that.
And your mom uses a clay metaphor, and they use clay
Yeah.
metaphors, and it's almost like you were there.
Yeah, at this point I can surmise that my mother was probably an orc prisoner as well.
What the fuck just happened?
I like to think that in that conversation.
When you saw the orcs, you tell me the ogre pool. I look and go, oh shit, they were probably looking for people like you.
Yeah, I
And you
think my mom
go,
was
yeah,
an
my
orc.
mom was probably a prisoner.
My mom was in orc jail, I think.
I like to think there was a pause there where he's just,
There was definitely.
The sparks are like shooting out
Bit
of
of
his
fusion
eyes.
coming out.
There's a whole conversation happening while
So-
that's going on.
Are there more people like you?
No.
Not that I'm aware
Like
of.
bone wing people?
Not that I'm aware of. But suppose it's possible. That's a terrifying thought.
I don't... Who the fuck did you live with?
My mother and father.
Just you guys out in the woods?
No, we lived
That's
in
weird.
a town called Rarfley.
Forrest. Did you tell him what that means? Or the ogre pool?
Or I'm sorry, we lived in Hryak. I was born
I
in
don't know that one.
I was born in Rarfley.
That one's really bad.
Yeah, they had sacrifice on the sand.
Yeah, you're literally born to die.
Aren't we all born to die?
No, for like a different purpose.
Oh,
For like at the behest of something else.
I was born to be a sacrifice
Yeah,
on the sand.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yet here he is.
In the snow.
on some clay.
Indeed.
Not dead
Yeah, ogre pool means wild
Anymore.
ones.
anymore.
Means wild woods.
Yeah. Monsters and shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You live with monsters.
No, I lived in Hryak.
Yeah, I still don't know what that means, man.
I
Hryak, what does Hryak mean?
DJ knows what Hryak
It means exiled in
Ex-
Elvish.
That's it. Thank you. I just bad memory.
That's fine.
I think I'm established.
Yes.
It means exiled.
This was like a person farm.
Farm to table.
I'll point, nod. Mm-hmm.
Yes, there was a group called the Sisters of Acceptance, and they kind of.
Look,
You don't.
He does this.
what are the
Really
Sisters
does.
of Acceptance?
Have we
It's
just
just like
not
every
telling
time we meet
everyone?
somebody.
Hello,
He's
very
not-
sick old man in the woods. Let me tell you about Ryak.
I mean, it came up.
It's not my fault.
It did
So,
kind of come up naturally.
It's you, your mom, and your dad, and then these sisters.
And many other people, tieflings and.
What the fuck are those?
Yeah, I do the same thing.
Like,
Nesgrim,
On the front.
okay.
have
What
you,
the fuck are those?
I don't know how to
We've
explain
explained
that
it
to
to
you,
people,
friend.
yes.
Did
We've seen
The
the
devil
children in
spawn?
a dream.
There you go.
Fuck.
fiery?
Yeah, they're something.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
That out of all those things, they picked you.
have you
Thanks.
No, like, seriously, that's terrible.
Why?
If they've got all these other things that... I mean, fuck, man. Like, they want their skin.
Horrifying,
they-
scary things,
Why
and
would
they pick
not,
you.
Yeah, why would they not pick the devil thing? Why would they pick your skin?
He was purchased by a nice man.
Open the door and keep moving past it.
A very nice man bought him.
So much worse because you've described his place of residence.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird that the plague orcs would come that far south to look for somebody like you. I don't know how they got there either.
It might be related to that thing that you said in the basement that one time.
What?
Well, that thing that something said for you.
What?
The Fallen King.
That's the
right.
one.
Yes.
Forrest. What the fuck does that mean?
I have yet to figure that out.
To be honest, I'm not quite sure either.
Out here really doing your best.
It is an Ikoram.
I don't know what
It
the
is
fuck
a
that means.
spirit that indwells a person.
Okay.
A guardian.
A guardian spirit.
Like a
This poor guy.
soul guard? Like, what's happening?
Sort of.
He
You
hasn't
have
talked to people in like 2 years.
yeah,
throwing
yeah.
like
words
a
at him.
companion of sorts.
Okay. You have one of those things inside of you or something?
It's like a
Like 2 hands.
Okay.
It's like
yeah, no,
an
I get
organ.
that. That's
Yes.
right.
Everybody has
Perfect
hands.
sense.
All right. Okay.
A good
So,
metaphor.
But
Allegedly,
not
yes.
everybody has 2 hands.
okay.
I have one of those in me.
All right.
I don't know what to do with that information, though.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I.
I have the fallen king inside.
This
I
energy
wasn't
just
going
appears
to
in
comment
my
on the
hand.
first part. You just said I have it in me. I was just like, we'll just. If
There's
no
a
one else has
fallen
noticed,
king
we'll
inside
just
of
let
me.
that ride.
Hail to the king.
I mean,
Was that a...
I gotta go.
Nazgrim, why don't you go take a nap?
You're right.
As he's just talking, I'm just gonna slowly move my finger towards Nesgrim's lips.
yeah, I mean, again, I don't know how the fuck the plague works even got down there. They don't leave.
Maybe there's a path somewhere in the mountains they
I
managed to
don't know.
find.
Or under the mountains, maybe.
I'm gonna start rubbing my finger on your mouth.
I just love the look of joy in his
My
eyes.
hand, my finger is wet, by the way.
Why? Why are you doing this?
I'm just gonna.
As you're slowly sinking into your shirt.
I don't fucking go sleep in this campaign.
Medic cried in a basement.
I'm killed in no sleep right now.
God, man.
I said I would probably the worst of us. I might have misspoken
Yeah,
a
dude,
little
like,
bit.
this guy's really weird.
I forget about that sometimes. We've been traveling.
How do you ever forget that?
We've been traveling
He
together
only
a
talks
bit.
about it every time we meet someone new.
It's
Yes.
I've gotten numb
If
to
this
it.
wasn't a friend of Vorst, I would have told him to shut up by now.
To be fair, I didn't tell Melithel.
Who?
Are you,
I don't think he would have understood or listened.
you could have told him. I don't think it would have made a difference.
No, he wouldn't have retained any of it.
I didn't even notice that he didn't tell Melitha.
Neither did
He
I.
tells everyone.
I just assumed he did.
I think he probably would have played it off. He called me a pervert and him a fishman. I don't think the
And then he
full
tried to wrestle with me.
concept would
so-
have come across.
Very odd man in the woods.
If you see 2 animals together, both white with star-like spots, they are friends.
Cool.
They're very friendly and helpful.
Alright, so don't eat them? Or
Yes,
No.
preferably.
Don't
You could
eat them.
try,
Don't eat them,
but
don't wrestle them.
Try to eat them?
you probably wouldn't succeed.
I do not try.
I'm gonna
Don't
flex.
listen.
Oh, alright.
Unfortunately, I found out that they were there by trying to
We did.
capture one, and I ended up wrestling an old man.
Who was naked.
Yeah.
Who was a naked old man.
No one ever said he was naked. DJ.
At no point was
At
he
no
ever
point were
nude.
those words uttered.
Wait, are you serious?
DJ's imagination
Yeah.
just really went to a location.
Not,
I really
not a
wanna
naked
watch
old man.
Glenn wrestle a naked old man.
I gotta go.
Oh, he's wrestling an old man. Nice.
I did not specify that he was.
We got
think
the
this
mud
changes
pit ready
into
near
a
the lake.
man.
Well, let's be fair. DJ had an entire week to fantasize between the point where that started.
Wait, what do you
and
mean
the script is.
fantasize? Can we contemplate
The implications of our words here.
phrasing's important, Don.
Sounded right to me.
Oh, now
I've
it's-
got a
now
fallen
it's
king inside of me.
Yeah, now it's important. Okay.
Mine was intentional. I said what I meant.
So what I said. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, I mean, your friends are cursed and shit.
Yes.
True.
You're in good company.
Yeah, no, I'm a fucking, like, monster now. It's fine.
We are the last ones who would judge you.
That's good. You know, no shame in here. Alright.
There should be.
Yeah,
Just a little.
that's fine.
Could do with a touch of shame.
Alright, so plague orcs are hunting this guy.
Yeah.
Plague orcs are also now kind of
They did want me dead.
drawing you back.
Orcs kind of
Uh,
want everyone dead. That's their thing.
They did target
No, the plague ones definitely want you alive.
Me or him?
Most of the people that they hurt.
You're saying the
they
plague
tried.
ones. What are the other ones?
The Doom Hall.
And
The
which
ones that-
ones were out here hunting you?
Doom Hall.
Those were the ones that wanted her dead.
Those are the green ones.
Yeah. That's kind of why they're doing this stuff.
Is to fight that stuff.
Yeah, they're at war with the Plagueborn orcs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why are they at war with one another?
They worship different things.
Do you know what these ones worship?
Yeah, they call him the Horned King.
The Horned King.
Yeah. Kinda, you know.
On the nose.
Yeah, really fucking upsettingly accurate now that I've got these fucking horns. That's bullshit.
I wonder what the plague orcs worship then.
The Rodamon.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
That would make
Could have
sense.
figured that out.
Isn't it obvious?
Yeah. That's why they're, fighting.
So then we're not that different.
Man.
I would say if the curses progress any further, the two of you would probably not get along very well.
Yeah, no, I'd probably have to, eat you or something.
Yeah.
Can't imagine I would feel too
Probably
kindly
eat me
towards
also. What?
And
That's what they do.
you. For now,
They-
we're friends.
your
Yeah.
transformation, did it come from a similar sort of experience?
No, I didn't stab anybody with a bad dagger.
No, but
They rended most of my skin
that.
with hot iron. Yeah.
Well,
So,
that seems much worse.
yeah, no, it was a very long couple of years. I was in agony.
And the
Yeah. I told them to fuck off. They were gonna cut my tongue out. Did my best to keep my mouth shut. And started throwing some hands and headbutted one. And then that thing just really kind of got me good. It almost ripped my head off. And then the shaman told it to stop. And it did. Couldn't talk for a while after that. Yeah.
So the shaman clearly wanted to keep you alive.
Yeah, he kept trying to do the, whatever ritual thing it was. Strange magic.
How successful were the others?
What others?
You said there were others captured, transformed.
I only know of the one. I said I was the only one in the cages that day.
You said there were hundreds. Was that the orcs?
The orcs. There were hundreds of orcs.
That's a big difference.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no.
No, there were hundreds and hundreds of orcs.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. They laid me out over a black stone table. Weird carvings in it. I don't do magic. Symbols and he would carve something into my chest and he said weird things. I don't remotely know. I don't understand.
Do you think you would recognize the symbols if drawn?
They're on my fucking chest.
Could you show me?
Yeah, fuck it, dude. I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah, you watch as he just kind of loosens up the front of his hide armor and takes the breastplate portion of it off, sets it aside, and his shirt has large holes and scratches in it. He just kind of pulls his shirt up slightly. Again, you can see that he is incredibly emaciated and thin, even sitting like he's got very little definition to his stomach. You can see the muscles of his abdomen. He's a very strong man, but he does not really have any meat on his bones. As he elevates his shirt, I'll redraw it because there's other stuff on this page.
We're about ready to start cooking those
Yep.
deer beef. Okay. Go ahead and throw them on the thing. 'Cause it is roughly about lunchtime now, so.
While they're examining the
We
symbols
didn't have
and
big
stuff,
breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
I would 100% be sketching them.
Yeah, I'll give it to you in a sec.
I would just say, Rierda, have you encountered vampires at all?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Never mind.
Mesmer, maybe one thing at a time.
Wondering if they were connected.
What the fuck is a vampire?
Why would they be connected?
Don't have a reason why. It was just a thought.
Somebody who dies
Enemy of my enemy.
comes
Thing.
back.
Yeah.
They're alive. They have to feed on blood to stay alive.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you all the description. They look like antlers
Yep.
carved into his chest.
Like deer antlers?
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Presumably nothing that any of us recognize.
I mean, they would look I mean, in terms of its symbolism, yeah, no, you guys have never seen a pair of a triple set of antlers like that.
So I shouldn't roll.
No, I mean, I'll permit you a history roll to give some sense of correlation to it, whether or not there would be any sense of information that you might be able to accrue from it, but no, specifically that sigil. Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a 17.
17? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you that just by your sense of understanding, I will actually tell you that the closest frame of reference that you would have for this would be more along the lines of, instead of the definitive equation for that sigil, that symbol, you would recognize that that is probably the indication of some kind of crown.
Okay.
Should I roll for the skinning and meeting of the deer?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're not pressed for time.
Sure. Cool.
You want me to roll for setting up the...
The fire for you? No, again, you're not
Okay.
pressed for time.
Would it be fair to also connect those symbols to maybe like tree branches?
It could be.
Or like vines, maybe?
I mean, they look like antlers. I'm going to tell you that they look like antlers. Visually, again, I am not remotely an artist. They are intended to look like
They
antlers.
look like antlers.
No, they
But
do. Yeah, they
If,
definitely
again,
look like antlers.
if you want to equate them to branches, the equation that I would make for you would be the sinuous crown that you saw in
That's
Ratora's
what I was
head and the
thinking.
vision in
Yeah.
her hand.
That's what I was
Yes.
thinking. Okay.
Those same kind of frayed, broken pieces of branches could perceivably be a point of connection. You are not incorrect on that.
Yeah.
We should remember that poem.
Horns?
I don't have...
I'll point at him. You said they worship the Horned King?
Yeah, I don't know why they did that on me. My horns don't look like that, and neither do the other things.
Hmm.
I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Ether, have you ever heard any stories about Doom Hall?
I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. Sounds bad. Doesn't sound.
Yeah, I
familiar.
mean, as an individual that had not previously explored the woods of Narenter, no, you would not have heard anything of Doom Hole.
Did I ever have any orcs
No.
come through my home?
No, you did not. I do not recall who of you guys has the old map from Iris
Poem.
a poem.
and the other part of the poem.
I have
You-
the map.
You have the old map from Iris.
Who has the paper with Camilla's face?
Oh,
Nick
yeah.
does.
Nope.
Get your notes.
Here.
It would either be me or you, Lawrence. I'm not
What?
sure. The Camilla page.
I got.
I think I had it.
Did
in
we
my-
give it back to you?
I think I
think
had
you
it.
You
had
took
it.
it?
Yeah.
And then Iris wrote out the second half of the thing for us, the poem.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has
She
it.
has it.
And you had the rubbing of the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. 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 Nesgrim, Ritora. Fuck it. I'll give everybody the opportunity to make the history check. Everybody has seen this thing.
That's on brand for me.
7.
7,
11.
11,
16.
15.
15.
3.
3. All right. Yeah. I mean, in a different sense of correlation, something that you guys would recall from a previously mentioned statement about the black stone and the grooves. That is the stone that the city of Oshuamp is constructed out of. That was the description at the very beginning of the campaign.
It sounded familiar. I was like,
Yes, a city forged of large black stone.
I always pictured it as gray. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
same,
Yeah.
actually.
It's fine, dude. It's been 37 episodes. I've just been waiting. It's been like, eventually it'll come up and I'll be able to have a different city of Blackstone. You got your whiteboard ready?
I don't think I'll need it.
Very good.
Do you remember in our vision with Melithel and Melicy, we saw the ground open and heard something fall for quite some time?
Yes.
What if that was the city of Oshuamp as we know it being raised?
The city that currently stands.
Yeah.
You suggesting that it fell and then was...
Similar to the other Black Rock city, which seemed to just, as Rierda describes, like rise from the ground.
Didn't it fall again then?
You said it was dark,
Yeah.
no sunlight.
No, it was kept underground. They had built into the mountainside, into the black stone.
What was the under, like the cathedral?
Old
For the
Oshuamp.
interior,
Yeah,
that was a gray stone.
that was Greystone. Under
Uh-huh. Inside of the cathedral, it was a gray marble-like stone. The city that now stands above ground.
and the So Oshuamp is Blackstone. The
Uh-huh.
underground city is Greystone.
Uh-huh.
And the above ground in the vision, you've talked about the city as being raised at in the time of Ostador.
Mm-hmm.
In the vision,
Was it
how
raised?
much of the
It was raised.
how
not
much of it
raised.
was standing? What was visible in the area that he was present in?
For what was sacked by the orcs,
That, yeah.
and what you guys saw in the vision, you guys saw a sacked city. The stone for what you saw through Melithel and Melicy's visions. You alright, Don?
Are we in the fucking Underdark or something? Is this some like upside down?
It was Greystone that was sacked by the orcs and abandoned and forsaken.
Okay. So we were theoretically seeing what is now underneath what is there.
Mm-hmm.
Is what was visible in that vision.
That would be the equation that I would make, yes. Don,
Huh.
how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm living the dream.
We might be like Shadowfell or something. I don't know.
Hey Don, remember the first campaign pitch I made to you guys?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Yay.
Yeah.
You just summarized it. You just was like, we'll just go with Jason.
You guys were like, no, that's too dark. And I was like, you're right. What about
The thread.
package B? And you guys were like, yay, that one sounds better. And I was like,
Package A.
It's so much worse.
They were both the same package. You thought I have 2 packages.
Just
Whoa, I
Heads and
have
tails.
one.
It's just a
Just
two-head
that
side
Burger King commercial with the Beyond Burger. I can't believe it.
Oh, shucks!
You thought I had 2 packages. Lo, I have 1.
There's a third package that was like, oh, it's a corrupt city.
It was Oshuamp.
Yeah, I don't think the black sky. I think that's what it flickers.
So we do have.
It's fine.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure.
Have you... Are you
And just,
aware
like,
of
shuffle the city around, like,
people
under cups.
dying and then rising?
Which one's it on?
One of those.
What?
Never mind.
No, I've never seen somebody die and then come back to life.
Okay.
You said that
Thank
was
you.
a vampire.
Similar.
Take
yeah.
Sky off of that line. Born under a raven when you received your silver thread.
Mm-hmm.
Read it aloud, Donnie Bull.
I feel horrible because
What
I
am I
read
reading?
this
The
and
whole
it just goes
thing?
like.
Oh yeah,
Just
read
give
the,
it to him
read,
again.
Read
It's
the
been a
whole
while.
thing.
Chat
so
needs
this
it.
way chat can remember, and this way I can just shake with
Actually,
ecstasy.
Skip that and
At
just
the
jump right to the
mysteries that
Diggle
have been
story.
here since
That's
the
all we
beginning.
want.
Diggle.
In the age of black earth and white bone, when grasping vines hold fast the throne, the city born of blood and stone shall conscript the blessed to atone for ancient sins of greed and malice sown. Hail the day the coronet of wrath comes home, flanked by chosen's daughters born in the catacomb. Hail the day the coronet of wrath comes home. To devour the bountiful's myth of sanctuary, raise me first, I beg ye, O blessed mother misery. He who slumbers with buried breath and sinuous tongue shall gift our bravest sight beyond devoured time. O rifted acolyte, adorn them with your oil. Let their ashes blanket these forsaken heavens. Hence a star-child born beneath a raven sky shall flutter with the fleeced wings of frozen fang. Above the roiling snows of the cold one's bones, where gravel aches and his loam begins to break, beware the coronet of wrath comes home and finds our spirits awake. Oh shit, CMS has a copy.
Damn, CMS.
You
Thank you,
fans.
Sam.
I'm impressed.
He's behind us too, so.
God damn it.
Gotta go.
I couldn't help it.
What are you looking at? Oh. Read that bit that John laughed at again, because I cannot.
Which part? He laughed at so much of it.
Gravel.
Where gravel aches and his loam begins to break.
You also started laughing at fleeced
Fuck does
wings
loam mean?
of...
No, he started laughing at sinuous tongue.
Yeah.
And I
Buried breath and sinuous tongue. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
Papa.
It's not fine.
Papa coming home.
A loam is soil equal
Dirt, yeah.
to sand, silt, and clay.
Clay.
Oh, fuck.
Where the gravel aches and his loam begins to break.
The,
Just gonna leave it there and just cry in the corner.
the fleeced wing of frozen fang. I don't like
Ooh,
it.
it contains hummus.
The fleeced wing of frozen bag. Now with hummus.
No, loam.
Yes.
Loam is a fertile soil of clay and sand containing hummus.
Oh,
Delicious
how I
and
desperately love
nutritious.
fertile soil.
Good for nurturing.
It is very good for
It's good for
nurturing.
making bricks.
It's good for making delicious bloodberries.
Am I made of sand?
God
Sand boy,
damn it.
Icarus flew too close to the sun.
come here.
today.
Together we'll make mud.
We did it, Doc.
We solved it.
We made a mud man.
Mudman?
Our powers combined.
We're
We are.
Can't defeat us.
We're the Mudman!
Yes, I mean, that's a thing.
Nice city you have there. It'd be a shame if something were to happen to it.
We're gonna get all muddy.
I'm gonna let you guys just simmer on that.
Those are definitively deer horns, the way that they're...
They look like antlers, yeah.
Okay.
Again, they would look very similar to the buck that is right in front of you guys that Ether was skinning.
Hey,
You gonna flay his head?
Mm-hmm.
no.
Tell me your secrets.
What does the deer remember?
Can I have the horns?
Sure.
Please take the horns.
I'll take the
Please
horns.
don't take the horns.
I really would love for you to have the horns.
They're mine now.
God damn it.
Thank God.
We're all dead.
It just always happens the way I want it to. It's great. I picked a buck. It's fine.
I would hope so.
It stops here.
They're mine.
We're gonna have bear meat.
Why don't you just go ahead and fashion them into a crown,
The buck.
put them on your
Stop.
head?
Okay, technically, my character already has horns on her head,
Oh,
Fair.
and has from the
Remember that
moment.
I
Oh, this
called
is a-
you a queen.
I'm doing the pain smile.
From
You know, the Harold
moment you
meme.
met her.
This is, I don't like this.
What?
Nah,
What?
dog.
What?
We got problems.
What aspect?
We start
of that
going
do you
through our
have?
paperwork in game. Felix just
Beware-
looks at it and goes, "Mm-mm, you know
Beware-
what? I'm gone."
Beware the day the Corn of the Wrath comes home and finds our spirits awake.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Has your spirit been awakened, DJ?
Bro, I like spirits. It's fine.
huh.
I don't think my spirit is awake.
king shall reclaim his throne.
I remember that.
He seems quite awake.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go sack the Orc City myself then. I'll see y'all later.
Probably not advisable.
Let's 6v300.
Is
They're
it
gonna go, "Ooh, farm to
ill-advised
table."
to add the horns to my crown to my
Quick, get the iron.
headpiece.
Skin him.
Who are you asking?
Are you asking John the
Hey,
DM?
John.
Are you asking me, your
Mark.
dear friend, who has constructed
Wait,
this?
deer friend?
Yeah,
Dear
right. this
Gotta go.
this beautiful ploy to lure you into wearing antlers when I called you a queen.
I mean, the ones I have are small. You know, they're
Yeah.
little.
Just need bigger horns, you know? It's just
I-
gotta.
I
Listen.
think we, this
Now,
is
was
a
it
whole
like
Some
lot.
serious
in an
horn
Oshuamp
envy going
sense, or
on.
was it just like John called her
Just
Yas
the way
queen?
of my people.
Yeah,
Somewhat
absolutely.
dicey.
Am I going to tell you that I'm going to kill you for it? No. I would never kill you for
Never-
doing a neat thing.
Never tell you that.
Would never tell you.
Never let you know ahead of
Make a
time.
wisdom
Would I
saving
ever
throw.
blatantly confess to my plans?
He would never kill
No.
you immediately.
Here's the thing. Here's my logic.
Uh huh.
Probably, like, I'm already wearing horns.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. I'm a druid. It's not uncommon
Yeah.
in druid practice.
Uh
I
huh.
haven't seen me with the crown.
Uh huh.
Only you've seen that. You're the only one who's
And
seen
I'm-
that.
And you can't remember things from 3 months ago.
You did. He did say that he saw you with a crown
This is not
and
a crown.
and markings on your face. Like, I'm not gonna tell you no.
I want to so bad.
I will not kill you.
Does Retora want to so bad?
I think she would, unfortunately.
I
Let her
mean,
answer.
she.
My equation for you is that I have indicated that this perceivably is connected to the visualizations of a crown.
Mm-hmm.
I have called you a queen. Again, in a vision from a monster. Take from that whatever you please. A bad thing called you a queen, and I have presented the visualizations of a crown. Are these random buck antlers cursed? God, no. I can't do that. That's unfair.
Well,
Did I, though? Of course. I mean, come on. It's
just-
me.
I'm not gonna say. Anything.
I'll carry all the curse stuff. Just
I've already.
at Twitch, we kind of already are married.
Right? Yeah, no. There was a ritual. You
Yeah.
had some
it's
ceremoniously
definitely
bonded.
100% married.
Will it hurt you at the moment? No. I will tell you that definitively. It will not. Would it give me something to interact with in the future? Yeah, obviously, absolutely.
But you're gonna interact with something anyway.
Yeah,
So I'm
of
gonna-
course. I will always find things to interact with. It's just in my nature.
Yeah. No, I've by my logic, I've already taken the hide. I've already started to utilize the parts of this kill that
Mm-hmm.
can be utilized because that is what I'm a druid. That's what I would
that's
do.
what you would do.
That's what
Absolutely.
I grew up doing,
Mhm.
living in the woods,
Mhm. I
respecting
believe
nature.
that you are 100% justified in doing it.
So I'm just
I'm
gonna.
not sure it's quite tactful to put horns on your head when we meet my friend who's like, hey, yeah, I got these fucking horns now. And you're like, yeah, me too.
Again, I already have.
Yeah.
They're already there.
Mhm.
They're just.
He's got more horns than me.
They're
Yeah,
just
right?
little baby ones.
I said
and
it.
I
Horn
kinda
envy.
want-
It's
Mhm.
happening.
I'm stronger now than I was
Yes.
when I got
Absolutely.
those little ones, and so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
If you would like to ask Ether to do that for you, Ether can do that.
can I have the horns?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't think you really.
No.
I don't, they.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a little hat out of the skin. I'll remove them.
I've already got the. I've already got the hide
Okay.
curing. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you were out of the room when we discussed that. But
Okay.
I've already established that I'm able to do that and have
Very good.
done that while you started preparing the meat. To
Very
be.
good. Yeah, my delicious advantage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, while we're sitting chatting, I'm just going to start adding those points to my.
Yeah. That works. I like it. Yeah, I don't really know what you guys are planning to do next, but you definitely, both of you. Yeah, you should probably keep your skin, and I don't know what the fuck that thing is. Like I said, I don't know why they branded me with that. Nobody else had that mark there. But I don't know. I don't really know much. I don't really want to know much.
Yeah, sometimes the more you find out, the more questions you have.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
It's never been more true.
Kind of why I'm scared for you. I'm scared for you. Doesn't seem like a very good thing.
I'm less scared for me as I am for everyone else.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't want to kill you.
In an
It would just
interesting,
want to take your skin.
interesting turn of events, I'm now scared for you.
Why?
All those years back, you were scared for me. Now I finally find you and you're like this.
Yeah, I mean, could be worse. Could still be in the cage. Yeah.
You could be out in the woods eating some settlement.
Yeah, I did my best to not do that. Sometimes you just get hungry. Really fucking hungry.
This is almost ready.
Thank God. You're a savior, man.
Don't eat too quickly.
Hmm?
Don't eat too quickly.
Yeah, no. I'll do my best.
It would be great if we could make that perhaps into like a stew.
I don't think we can carry a stew with us.
Fair. A
Sure.
stew may just be easier for our friend to eat if he hasn't eaten in a while. Solid food may be
I mean, I can
painful.
put
No.
the meat into
Yeah, I
hot
think it's
water,
very
but
specific.
we do not really have time to make a proper stew. We do not have fresh vegetables.
Yeah, I mean, boiled is fine. Anything will feel better.
Mm.
Roasted, yes.
Yeah.
Sarah, may I have?
May
No.
I have-
Oh, no, not that. No, that.
I don't want that.
I don't want that over
Anything but that.
there. Nope, not following any of that. Nope.
Not that!
Can you see me?
Nope.
Yeah, by the way, you guys said you saw Camilla?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You said in your hand?
Not. In,
Well,
she
it's related
is,
to the hand.
It's related to that.
Okay.
It's related to Delawin as well. I never figured out how.
Who the fuck's Delawin?
My teacher?
Oh, alright.
Yeah. He's the one who sent me here.
You got sent to the trees?
To Oshuamp, specifically.
Gotcha.
It was
But
related to this.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yes.
They were right, Winter Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems really accurate. I hate that.
Apparently she was the first to be cursed like this.
Yeah. Something's wrong with her skin.
She's still around.
It's not hers.
Gotcha.
She took a part of it. It took a part of her.
That's fucking awful.
Yes.
Seems to be common practice
Kind of like
with
that.
this sort of thing.
It's only
Yeah, contracts are fucking terrible.
shoes on the other foot.
Yeah. You said she's still around?
I spoke with her.
Like a ghost?
Not so much like a ghost.
Not a ghost.
She is
Very much real. Very much alive still.
I'm gonna pull out
Trapped.
the coin that has blood on it.
Okay.
Definitely not a ghost.
She give you that?
Sort of.
Yeah, I mean, he'll take it and look at it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Never met her. Hands it back. Weird.
she is trapped somewhere.
Somewhere far north.
Well,
Perhaps.
she's not here. She might not be far from us now. She's trapped somewhere that seems to overlap this plane.
Somewhere in between.
Somewhere in between, yes.
I thought she was always here, but not.
Here.
She helped me in that
Smoke-filled room.
smoke-filled room. She helped me in the clearing by the lake as well.
I haven't smelled her like I used to, right? Since that happened.
Nope. You've not.
She's since gone since then.
Hiding, perhaps.
Perhaps.
How you
Maybe.
doing, Don? Share your thoughts.
Yeah, Bone Man. Sing us your
Don't
Bone
think-
song.
Think out loud.
Ether doesn't have the
It's
song.
not like you're going
I'll
to be
talk about it
criticized for
later.
it.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that on the first of Elseth, when the sky is black, that's when like the Shadowfell flickers back and forth with the material plane, and all these horrible things escape. That's
It's like
all.
Halloween.
That's all. Just that. That's all. And maybe Camilla is flickering back and forth between the two, which is why she's there but not there. It's fine.
Maybe there's pockets in the world that
Yep.
the
Maybe-
veil's thinner.
Maybe
Yep.
with the bigger antlers, she'll get better reception. So the picture will be better.
I'm sure it's fine. Those are my thoughts.
You were correct.
You guys need a dark
Hand it over
room?
to you.
For what?
You said something about a dark room. Or a smoke-filled room?
That is where
That's
we
what-
saw her.
That's what the space between looks like.
And it points over his shoulder at the den. It's really dark in there.
I mean, I can try it, but I don't think that's,
Try what?
reaching out to her.
Oh, up to
Like
you. I mean, I'm
she-
not the one with the ghost.
Are you saying
She's helped me several times already.
Yeah, she should. She was supposedly a great lady.
I'm going to try to help her as well if I can, but
To be not a ghost.
wasn't
say
she
that.
accused of betraying Ostador?
I mean his heart, but that's
Fair.
she dumped him, but like
A true betrayal!
it's not like a crime worthy of eternal damnation.
Hashtag Paladin life. Am I right?
You know what, Paul?
Fucking oathbreaker.
Shut through the heart.
I mean, up to you. I don't know. Like, I got a little place. It's dark. It's really dark.
It can't hurt to try.
Think perhaps the ones that have reached out before should do it.
Yes?
I'll keep cooking.
Rita, would you be up for it?
I'm fucking dying anyway, man. What do I have to lose? Thought I was just gonna starve out here slowly. If I get a good meal in and I die, alright. Better to have the good meal first. You
Suppose
all are fine with that.
That mindset's gotten me to this point.
same as we've done it before.
Oh, fuck.
This.
I'll take the
Well, I'm coming with.
Ether, I'll stay with you, just in case. Smell of cooking meat may attract attention.
Sure. Thank
Your
you.
attention.
My attention specifically, yes.
Not keeping watch. It's just.
Is it done yet?
It's just floating around the campfire
That's
on the scent.
on his wings, just
Do you mind? I join you?
No.
Hello, Dad.
It's what? It's fine.
Can't see
It's totally
why
fine.
That would be a problem.
Just
Oh, okay.
we're just super cursed. That's all.
I
We
did.
shall know more about your
It's just so dark in there.
Probably not.
She's been around a long time.
Fair.
A world of ashes.
You okay, Don? Like, what the fuck?
no, Paul. We've been to the Shadowfell in the last campaign. I don't want to go there again.
I don't want it.
Dude, what do you
Not
mean?
going back, man.
At this point, it's a cake.
You got hacked in half the last time we were
Yeah,
there.
dude, if anybody should be scared, it should be Paul.
That was listen.
By a
come
king,
on.
Paul.
Yeah, I ain't fucking
There's a
around.
fallen one over there.
Let's go.
And a
Round
hard
2.
one right there.
Paul.
And ah!
This time he's not gonna get close.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Oh. Fuck.
Will we all fit in there?
It'll be pretty close. Yeah, should be fine. Gonna be really close together. But you guys are welcome. I'll stay here with these two. Keep watch.
Really want some elf, huh?
I'll just slip him a bit.
Just get
That's closest to the fire, so it's
Very good.
cooked.
I gave him some rations earlier.
Yeah, no,
so
he
he's
definitely ate the
Yeah, it
rations.
doesn't
He's just
matter.
a very
What's more?
emaciated,
No. Yeah.
starving man.
Yeah, I'll slice him off a little piece. It's hot. Okay.
Ravenously
It's
eats it.
very hot.
I don't care. I literally lived inside of a volcano, evidently.
Fair.
This is nothing.
That's fair.
Alright, you guys crawling into the dark pit underneath the tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under the tree,
Oh,
Retora. Under the tree.
Yeah,
Going
sure.
in?
Yeah, I'm going in.
Alright, goodbye, you two.
Have fun, friends.
I intend to.
Retora has just thrown all caution to the wind.
Fuck it!
Let's
If
get
I'm
under
dead,
a
I'm
tree.
dead.
This tree's
dude's-
gonna
this dude's
eat me.
right. Have the meal first and fucking die. Fucking. Yeah. So I mean, you guys, obviously approach the couple feet back behind him, and you can see that it does descend down into the dirt below the tree. You can see that it is very dark. Dark enough to where it feels as though it limits the capacity for your dark vision for the individuals amongst you that do have dark vision. Yeah, Paul, you can't see a fucking thing.
It's not. It's advanced
I'm gonna
dark.
hold on whoever's close to me.
Sure, absolutely.
Just
Which of you would be crawling into the tree first? Cool. Let's just conclude the walking order. So Vorst, then
Probably me.
Retora, then Yalimlo, then Felix.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Hold me. Mountain boys. Yeah.
Tree boys?
Yeah, 3 boys now. Yeah, so I mean, it is on your bellies, a crawl in, crawling down. Fantastic. So I mean, the tunnel itself feels as though it is, I mean, this is pretty slightly larger than this. It's a very snug fit as you guys are crawling down into this small descent. It's not very far. As I said, it descends maybe only about 10 to 12 feet. But as it does and it concludes as you go down individually, it feels as though it ends in a smalled out hovel. You're able to smell as you're inside of here the remnants of furs. You, with the limited dark vision that you individuals do have, you would see that he's got like other small pieces of fur kind of twisted around these descending tree roots that are here. So it looks like it is a small circular shaped room. Not very large though. Maybe 4, 5-ish feet in
So we're
diameter. So you guys literally crawl down in very limited vision to where your dark vision is effectively, reduced to maybe 10 feet if you have it, and if you do not have dark vision, again, you're effectively functioning blind. You guys are standing in here. You get the residual odor of smoke, and you can see that on the ground down here, you can see that there is a small laid out branch where it's got the cut in hole for him to attempt to start a fire. Utilization for kindling, some small twigs and some leaves down here, but it does not look as though he was successful in lighting this fire. You guys are all standing down here. It is very, very cold and very, very quiet.
Colder than outside.
Colder than outside.
If she is close, perhaps you could catch her scent from this.
That's true.
Yeah. You take the coin. Yeah.
Before I left her, I gave her an article of my clothing, a scrap of leather, with I carved a symbol.
Yes, you did.
Is the floor dirt?
Yes.
I'll carve that symbol
Into the dirt?
into the dirt.
Very good. Yeah. You carve the symbol slowly into the dirt with your finger. You all are standing here. You smell this coin. You get that, immediate, harsh metallic iron of the blood, as well as, the little bit of the gold on the coin itself. Or was it silver? I think it was a silver. You get that lingering silverish, tinge. A moment or so passes as you watch Retora trace this into the dirt. As she traces in the presence of this small little piece of kindling, this shape.
What
The heck?
What?
Into the dirt. You feel the air around you, get this strange sense of electricity, that kind of sizzling, this pop. And you see the kindling at your feet ignite.
Can I see?
Yes.
Yay!
What can he see?
You see your good friends standing here. And behind Retora, you see, just illuminated by this bathing of flames, the face on that drawing. You feel this gentle breath just gently kiss the back of your neck as she exhales. What the... Where are we? And you see the ash just kind of begin to sift up in the smoke. Again, rises around everybody's hair, and you feel this strange electricity in the air.
The Fellwood?
Are you certain?
We were the last I checked.
Do we appear to be in the same room?
Yeah, you guys are, in terms of the licking of the flames and the tunnel from which you descended, it's definitely at an angle to which you can't see out. You see that tunnel, that dirt right behind you guys, but you do not see any ambient light flooding in.
Tunnel, huh?
Yeah,
Tunnel!
yeah. It's great. Really enjoy Dungeons and Dragons. It's a very good time.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here, guys. Last time I followed someone into tunnel. Didn't go so well, guys.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
least
Got
you
hacked in half.
At least you didn't jump in first.
Yep.
I mean, he said that. You could have
Uh-huh.
stayed
Come on,
outside.
we brought you dinner.
Oops!
Hope you like fish.
You asked to come here.
I did! Go
Yep.
on!
Yeah. No, you have this lingering scent of ash and smoke.
Is she a fully formed figure behind me?
As you turn to see her, yes, you can see that as you turn, she is still that same strong, muscular, powerful woman standing behind you. Very close to you. You can feel her muscular definition of her upper torso back against your back because there is so little space here. No, I do not know where we are.
If we're standing around the fire, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Would she be to one of my
To
sides?
one of
I
your
guess?
sides,
Yeah.
correct.
You have not been watching as you were.
No, your friend. It almost took you. I tried,
You succeeded.
yes, to fight it back, but it was ever so hungry, and I had to run. I'm so sorry.
Thank you. I'll take her hand.
Forgive me, dear.
There's nothing to forgive. You have saved me multiple times.
I've tried. As best as I could.
I'm still standing. Of
And-
my right mind.
Then why are we here?
We draw close to the mountains.
Yes.
We still seek the ingredients to cleanse Ritora.
Very good. Yes.
We've found another of your people. One that Vorst has been looking for some time.
It's lovely. What?
He's been changed. The
Oh,
orcs of the Doom Hall took him. Began transforming him into something.
Oh, no.
He mentioned a
A Tanarok.
horned king.
Demons. Foul things. Yes.
He escaped before they can finish, but
So that is good.
I fear for him.
As do I. I do not know this horned king. Not by sight. I do know by name.
Where have you heard this name?
The rotting one despises it. It wants to consume it. Considers it an equal footing of power in this world and wants to stomp it out, I guess you could say. Or eat it.
Terrifying to think that there are two such beings.
Yes, there are. She just kind of looks down at, her hands, her claws. There are many terrifying things. Yes. And I fear where we are. And you hear that eerie silence suddenly begin to crack around you. And you get this strange, echoing wailing. That well, he's not here, so I can't make the comparison to Nesgrim's vision. But you get a terrifying, ambient wailing. Feels pervasive around you.
Do you know where we are?
No. I've not been to a place like this. It feels strange. Not the place where I reside or hide. I do not know what this darkness is. It feels different to me.
Are you able to remain hidden?
I think so. I do not know if it could sense me here, wherever this is. But this feels wrong.
I'm sorry to have brought you somewhere you were uncomfortable.
I do not think you did so purposefully.
I'm glad we were able to reach you, though.
So am I.
We should not linger long.
Should not.
Gonna lean toward the tunnel and see if I can catch any semblance of any.
Yeah, you lean out towards the tunnel and you see an extending darkness from whence you came.
This has never happened to you before?
No, a place such as this, I've never traveled.
Would it have anything to do with where we are in the Fellwood?
Do not know. It feels so foreign to me to be standing here. I do not know where we are.
I'm gonna reach out my hand on her shoulder
Yeah?
to like steady her from.
Yes, thank you. How did you all get here?
Tunnel.
Tunnel?
It's just a hole in the ground.
It's an ordinary hole. Strange. Do not understand why an ordinary hole in the ground would have brought you here.
You said it's just dim light now in the room because the fire's.
You effectively
Partially
have
lit.
the 5 feet of light. You see the edges of the dirt walls around you. That is the extent of your light. The light does not ascend up the tunnel. It like effectively laps at the, mouth of it and then feels as though it's consumed by it.
Does it smell like Ruda in here?
Yeah, does it continue to smell like Rirda's original hovel?
From what was in here previously, yes it does.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove my longsword that I was given.
The moon touched? Yeah. Yeah. You unsheath it and you see this dull light and she stares at it. That's wonderful.
It was a gift.
Beautiful blade, yes.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna unsheath it all the way and
Mhm.
hold it up to see if I can push any light further.
I mean,
Than
yeah,
what
no,
can
as
be
you
seen.
approach the tunnel and extend your sword out, it ascends this tunnel and you see this dark dirt around it. You get that 5 feet of light. It does not crest outside of the ground.
Could I perform an arcana check? You said the room feels different.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think it could be the earth?
The earth here is not desecrated. That was a trick.
Could be related to whatever began inhabiting your friend. This was his place of residence now for the past few days.
It is not a place that she would want, the rotting one would want her to be.
What was your
14.
14? I will tell you that you have the sensation that magic functions differently here.
Functions differently.
Yeah.
So when we got in the hole, you said it was colder. Is it still cold?
Yes, it still has that same ambient chill.
I will.
Is the fire giving off any heat?
Very minimal.
Very minimal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cast environmental adaptation on myself.
Cool.
Immune to cold.
Roll your burnout die. Roll a d10,
Oh no.
not a d12.
8.
You're good?
All right.
Yeah. You solidify and kind of feel this, resolve overcome you as you concentrate yourself. Feel all right against the cold.
Camilla,
What?
the last time we spoke, you showed up when I said the name Delawin.
Yes.
What does that name mean to you?
I've heard it. Spoken by people inside of the city. I remember Adrian speaking of him fondly. Very fondly. Almost like a father, you could say. And then a strange bitterness. Abandonment, I guess. Like a failure of sorts.
I do not know, though. I do not recall seeing the man himself. I was not with Adrian then.
Are you attached to this paper then?
His drawing of me,
Mm.
in a way.
What binds you to me,
The rotting one.
rotting one?
Yes. She, your hands are around hers, and she just kind of places her fingers over the marking in your hand.
Mm.
That dirt. Something inside of you growing. That was once inside of me that tried to claw its way out. And feel the edges of her, the claws of her hands kind of scratch against the surface of your palm. It feels cruel that life is so toxic, inescapable in a way. Hard to feel like things will ever get better.
It may be difficult, but I intend to see it through. My goal is to rid myself of this, rid others. And if I can find you again, I just worry that that connection will be severed if I succeed.
If my end is to be silent, I would accept it. I care much more for the safety of you. Are you all right, Vorst?
Feel fine. Why?
Strange.
What is it?
Something about you smells strange.
Cow. What kind of strange? I haven't showered in a few days. I'm sorry.
Oh, it... hard to place. She just kind of curiously looks down at her hands, her claws, and just brings one up in front of her nose. Like this.
I'm gonna grab her hand and turn it over.
Yeah.
Fill with the spot.
Hmm.
Does she have a spot on her hand?
She does not have a spot in her hands. She simply has these, again, once
Ethereal
more,
black claw.
ethereal black claws. I don't understand.
Yeah, do they look similar to...
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab her hand
Mm-hmm.
and smell the claw
Mm-hmm.
to see if I can put
An identifying to it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's this this strange odor of cracked scales. This awful, if you were to ever burn bad wood, when we had the bonfire and DJ that kind of smell, that formaldehyde kind of bad.
I have to clarify, DJ put bad wood on the fire.
DJ put bad wood on the fire, and you got that oh my god, what is wrong? Yes, it smells like that.
Chemical wood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Chemical fires, yay.
Mm-hmm.
I smell like pressure treated wood.
Correct.
Available at Home Depot.
Not sponsored.
Mm-hmm. I don't understand.
What does this mean?
I do not know. These were not my choice.
Is she wearing her mask?
Yes.
Take her mask off so I can see her face.
You go to grab the edges of her mask. She just compulsively lets go of Ritor's hands and kind of grabs up under your wrists very tightly. No.
Everything okay?
I
I only wish to see the real you once more.
do not know if I even am real.
Your blood made it to the other side from last time.
Did it?
It did.
I was able to track your scent.
Feel her fingers around your forearm begin to lighten. Forgive for how I look now. I am not that wonderful woman I wanted to be when I was at his side. Yeah. And you pull out and then up. You can see that the lower half of her face, definitively from about nose down, looks completely intact. Almost preserved. Like that same doll-like porcelain-style quality. From nose down. Around. Sorry. I do not know what it has done to me.
I'll take it off the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hold it to my side. Gotta dry any tears out of her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't about what you look like. It's about you being you again.
Just kind of looks down at her claw hands.
There will come a day, and I will strive for it, that you can rest easy.
Thank you. I'm sorry if it is my fault. Here it is.
How could this possibly be your fault?
Not know. It's been so long since I even felt like myself. Since I could stand with my feet on solid ground and know who I am and where I am, the things that I've done. I remember. Oh my god, dude, these songs are
Spanish
just the
guitar.
fucking worst. I was when I left.
It was good at first.
A flamenco dancer.
It really felt fine,
Oh,
and then it just straight like,
it was
why
there.
the fuck is that in this playlist?
I fear I cannot produce the guac
Right?
you were asking for.
Oh my
This
god, dude.
moment needs a Spanish
dude.
guitar.
Right?
You just look down, Camilla's holding it,
Right?
playing.
These damn
she's a bard,
hands.
Right?
Nice.
When I left Ostador, I was with child. I have a line. I don't know if you are. sick because I am. It is the only thing I can think of that makes sense to me.
Did this condition befall you before you left Ostador?
No. No, my child was born without problem. This did not happen until my son was older. I do not know. I cannot help but feel at fault.
If that were true, then that would mean I am lucky, I guess some could say.
Yeah.
Very lucky, I suppose.
Yes.
Guess that makes all the more reason for me to alleviate you of this, as well as my friend here, my brother over there.
We have reason to seek the end of that one. Beyond just this, yes?
Yes.
Many of our lives depend on it.
Tired, forced of running.
We will put an end to this. You will rest easy. There may come a time in the near future where we may call upon you again.
I will do what I can to help you.
Do you have one more fight left in you?
You just see this kind of like almost like confident, predatory, aggressive style grin, and those bottom teeth kind of flare out from her. I have more than fight in me, yes.
Hold on to that symbol I gave you.
Thank you.
I still have my hand on her face from wiping her tears.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of pull her in for a hug.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You feel her arms just kind of softly wrap around you.
If this began with you, it will end with me.
I am so sorry.
You didn't choose this.
No, but I cannot help but feel that if only I had stayed, I could have saved him too. I fear he is damned worse than these wretched claws have damned me.
You know what became of him. After you left.
I hear him wail.
Still.
Agony in the night. I do not know where.
Is there still like ambient wailing or in the room?
Uh-huh.
Is it growing louder at all?
As she says that, It definitively does. And you feel her just shake ever so slightly against you. I cannot free him.
If he lingers, would you know how to find him?
I gave you that symbol. Would he have anything similar? Maybe harder that belonged to me, and so it is easy to track.
I have one thing from him. Only one. It seems. Oh, he would recognize you.
That's what I thought the thing would be.
Your lineage?
Yes. Something I do not know if he even knows he has. I was too ashamed to go back. To try to explain to the man I loved that I had left. I cannot help but feel responsible. Cannot help but want to ask for forgiveness.
You can hear him? Do you know he can't hear you?
I have cried out to him. And I do not receive a response. I know only that his wails were loudest when I was with you inside those walls. It felt like a tomb.
The city.
Yes,
If he remains, you think he would be there?
yes.
Perhaps. When we get through this, you may yet have an opportunity to ask that forgiveness.
Thank you. Do not wear inside those walls. He may be. But I would love to tell him how much I loved him. And still do.
I suppose it's lucky enough for the both of you that this one has a good nose.
I'm glad you got something worth it from me. I hope that you inherited his good fortune.
Fortune's what you can call it, I suppose. It's fortunate enough to survive. It's fortunate enough to find them. It's fortunate enough to find my brother up there.
Yes.
But not without great pain.
He always felt the same. Fortune requires much resilience to press onward through those difficult times to ever find it. Like the one star in an ever so dark night, when it feels the world around you pulls a veil over your eyes, and you can no longer trust what you see. as she says that, a faint, growing gust of wind feels as though it swirls and enters from the tunnel, chilling all of you outside of the individual, protected from the incredibly cold temperatures. And she just stops. Do not like that. You hear the wails grow louder, echoing. Kind of like that.
I think we've stayed too long in this place.
I'll nod.
Until the next time, Camilla.
Do you have anything of yours I can take with me?
She kind of looks down at herself.
A scrap.
Pulls down and she pulls out a small, very beautiful, silver-blade dagger. Feel I have no need for this anymore. Got sharper things. Holds her hand out.
Take it.
Yeah. Take it. And feel the weight of it in your hand. Very cold, especially with the air down here. No, you should. You are right, you should go. Do not linger. Whatever there is out there, it is close.
Can you leave this place?
I do not know. I hope I follow along with you.
I'll break the connection before we leave. As best I can.
Thank you.
Not exactly done this before.
Your hand. She takes your hand in her claw. Hurry. And you watch as she just takes one of her nails and drags through the center of this. It's quite painful.
Same as the first time.
Same as the first time. It's not going to inflict damage, but it feels almost as though an individual attempting to wake you up out of a dream, doing something to harm you, minimalistically, to ascend you out.
I would have held up her mask, offering it back to her from that, like when we were concluding.
No, forced. You watch as she traces through Ritora's hand as the light flickers and Ritora disappears. You keep it now. I've no pack to lead. You are the wolf that I should have been. You're standing in an area alone.
I'm gonna
Still in the basement.
brush the symbol that I carved into the ground away.
Three of you are standing here with Camilla. She looks down at the fire. If you want to go, now is the time. I think through darkness will you find light.
I'm gonna summon the blade as a dagger and get out a silver coin and cut my hand and give some of my blood on it and pass it to her.
Should you lose your way again, perhaps you can find us.
She just kind of grips it tightly. Thank you. I will try.
If you don't mind, I'm ready to leave.
Yeah, no. She holds her claw out and drags along the line of your hand. You get this sharp, searing, stinging pain as you feel your other hand kind of split slightly in the palm. You guys watch as the flames lit and dance around Yalumlo. And suddenly his shadow, his silhouette on the wall disappears. And he disappears from your sight as well. You must hurry.
After you, Felix.
I'll step forward, and the armor around my hand, I'll...
Separate slightly. Thank you for what you've done for him.
I'll nod. Hide well.
I will do my best. You get that same
terrible, sharp, stinging pain as she slices into your hand ever so slightly. And you watch as Felix, again, his silhouette just disperses amidst ash and smoke.
Now, is there like a band or anything on the actual mask itself to help keep it on?
It's kind of
Or is it
form-fitted,
just,
honestly.
Yeah, it just sits on your face.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep holding it in my hand, I guess. I'll approach her and give her one last
Squeeze.
big hug.
Yeah. You feel as she wraps her arms up around your shoulders, kind of coming up underneath your arms, under your armpits, and squeezes you closely. I have been proud of many warriors in my day. None so much as you. And you feel her squeeze against the back of your shoulders, kind of digging her claws into your shoulder blades. And suddenly this sensation fades. And you all are standing here in a room with no campfire lit in the dark. You hear the familiar voices of your friends outside.
I'm gonna say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Just climb out.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't leave me down here.
I can't see!
I'll grab Felix.
It's alright, buddy.
Who said that? Where are you?
Who's there?
Help!
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave me, guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One by one, you all begin climbing back up, or would you guys stand here for a moment? I don't know. It's entirely up to you all.
I'm skedaddling immediately.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You begin crawling back up out of the hole. Feel the kind of cold air again. You're resistant to it, but you feel it still against your face. It doesn't feel as though it naturally affects you. You begin crawling back out.
Is it like a warm cold now?
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely feels much less biting than the cold that you felt there did.
Back to the others.
Things have gotten even more interesting than they were 10 minutes ago.
Yes. Sounds like we have another to find.
Mm-hmm.
First, we need to finish what we are out here to do.
Our tasks continue to pile up.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
After you.
Head through the...
Climbing up the tunnel?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You climb your way back out. Two of you
I
are standing here.
completely removed the symbol
marking?
from the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. Climbing up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing up as well. Very good. I will ask you guys to swap to ensure that there's not something that they would like to do.
I have one question for you.
Yes.
When I casted in that environment, could I tell if it was more difficult?
Yes.
Okay.
You had the strange sensation as you attempted to concentrate this pulling force. It felt almost like a distraction, and it felt more difficult for you to form that around yourself.
Okay. Good. I mean, bad, but good.
Yes. Whew. Hello, Dom.
How you doing?
I am doing as well as always.
You had a great time?
Had a great time.
It's good.
How are you two?
Good.
Good. Good to hear. Now, you all... Two of you are sitting out here with our new good pal Rirda.
Mm-hmm.
As they descend down into this tunnel. Yeah. I do not know if there's anything you guys would like to converse about with yourselves, with each other, with Rirda as a character. If not, there are some descriptions that I will do.
Great.
And then we'll move on.
Rirda,
Yeah.
did you dig this hole that you're staying in, or did you find it?
I found the hole. I built it down above it.
Sure.
I don't know what the fuck lived in here. It was abandoned when I found it.
Okay. You weren't able to smell anything?
No.
So long abandoned then?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Very strange. What I have seen in my travels, like abandoned type thing, not exactly like this, but just kind of in general, like animals abandoning
Layers.
stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is not like weird.
I mean, it's definitely different. but I
Yeah,
will
sure,
tell you that it
definitively
is-
different than the
yeah.
other ones, but
Mhm.
in general, conceptually, it's
Mhm.
normal.
Mhm. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, totally normal. Absolutely normal.
Sure.
Just the old hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's great.
Uh-huh.
Anything else? It's up to you guys.
Trying to think. I thought there was something there.
I got nothing.
That's totally fine. I will tell you guys then, as you are sitting here, continuing to cook the meal, sitting with Rearda out on these small logs outside of this hovel, you get the sounds of them crawling down. You hear the small little bits of echoing chatter as they are down in the bottom of this hole communicating. Then you get the sudden kind of popping sound of a fire being lit, and then silence. Complete and total silence from inside.
Odd.
Uh-huh.
Worrying that I can't hear them.
Yes, the last time that happened, they went to a different place through a door in Adrian's
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
So, probably not very good. I
think-
don't imagine going down there right now would be a good idea.
I don't think that would help.
If they reappear, I don't think we should be in the same space that they are currently. I don't know if that is... I don't want to be in the same space that they are when they come back from wherever they are.
No.
That seems...
Things have followed you out from visions. It's possible something could follow them from there, I guess.
Yes. Do you smell anything, Rita? Anything different?
I mean, I don't smell Vorst.
Okay. How about
Yeah.
the rotting lady?
No.
Okay.
Kind of lingering.
Yeah, there's a
Okay,
scent that lingers.
So our friends might be gone.
What?
I'm sure they'll come back, though.
What do you mean?
The last time they went into Adrian's store,
Yeah, that guy was the worst.
yes, he had a regular basement, but he also had like a secret basement that he
A special basement.
accessed with the holes in his hands.
What?
The door was a sort of portal.
I don't think that's a portal. I mean, I've been down in there.
Sure.
Nothing's happened to me.
But I did hear...
Can't seem to get a fire going in there, though.
Right. They did, it seems. I heard the sounds of it at least.
Oh.
There's a lot of things that we do with herbs and fire, and so probably they're gone somewhere.
Okay.
Yes. Not...
Not forever.
I hope not.
Me too.
This has happened before. And
You
they-
guys
Yeah,
are very
our-
calm
our-
about this.
our-
whole experience.
it's happened before.
It's happened so many times at this point. I'm kind of just in a state of... Yeah,
I'm numb to it.
I mean, otherwise we got a whole deer to eat. And,
Yeah.
well, I don't know where they are anyway, so it's not really a whole lot that I can do from this
I'm gonna sit here
perspective.
and eat my
Like
deer.
if this is a spectral elevator and I go down there, I'm gonna get crushed. I don't want that.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I can't go down there because I don't know what this is.
Yep. Good.
They'll be back at some point.
I fucking hope so, man. I just met Vorst again.
Yes, they have come back every time that this has occurred.
And always in the same place.
Right. That is why I do not want to be down there.
All right, good. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's dig in and we'll be back soon.
I hope so.
I hope.
Yes.
If not, I guess we're, just a couple of guys out in the woods.
Alone.
Why did you have to specify alone, Nesgrim?
Because we are.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we're just good friends now, yeah.
Rearda, while we're eating, would you like to tell us any experiences you've had?
I mean...
Only you would just phrase that so badly.
Was
Hey,
that
you
get hit on?
How did I phrase that?
Hey, you want to tell us about any experiences you've had while you're out in the woods?
Maybe.
What have you fucking done?
Yeah, I mean, I will say, as you ask Rearda that, and he just kind of looks at you curiously, you get this strange gust of wind that feels as though it emerges out from the tunnel.
Elevator's back.
And then you see crawling out your good friend Ratora, followed by Yalumlo, followed by Felix, followed by Vorst.
I think Force. I think I was at the end with Yalumlo, right?
Yeah, I would have been second because somebody had to leave me out.
Okay. So...
I think we pushed.
Great.
'Cause we were.
I think Vorst went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Force
And
went
then I
first.
pushed him out
Gotcha.
behind Vorst.
Okay. Yeah, no, you see your friends crawl out. I mean,
Welcome back.
Vorst definitely looks a little bit different.
And
Define different?
I'll let Vorst describe
God
himself.
damn it.
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
just,
forced. Then
just doing
me.
Vorst things.
We're all gonna describe ourselves as we come out of this hole.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean you all?
Yeah, we're
Mm-hmm. As
Excuse
you
me?
ascend the tunnel, you may describe how you look slightly different now.
Do I look different?
What do you have with you?
Nah.
It's in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a mask
the mask?
made of bone. Kind of looks like a dog.
The
maybe.
mask? Yeah.
Yeah, looks like a big dog mask with some
Great.
flesh on it.
Mm-hmm.
I take it your call went well then?
You guys will obviously see too that like my eyes are kind of welled up as well.
Mm-hmm.
What
Everything
happened?
okay?
What the fuck is that?
I agree.
It's home.
You saw the picture.
The thing?
Yeah.
Sir.
It's Camilla.
Shit actually works.
We spoke with her.
Definitely worked this time.
Oh my god.
Did any of you try to put the mask on?
I mean, not yet.
Good. Okay.
It belongs to Force now.
Yes. I don't think we should put that on.
immediately.
Yeah? Oh yeah! I don't think we should put that on. Yeah!
Yeah, probably not.
Smoking! So...
Somebody stop me!
Turn green.
I think that
That's
choice.
why-
Smell everything now.
That's why Felix is green.
I think that choice belongs to Force.
It is just part of the mask that she had before. Yes?
That's what I understand.
The symbol.
Like I said, it's a token. Home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, where did it come from? Was it just in the hole?
I don't think so, Nesgrim. We did hear them
spoke
disappear.
To Camilla, as we've said.
And you brought it back from wherever you were?
In the hole, yes.
We did hear you, or rather, did not hear you for a period of time. I chose not to go inside in the chance that you ported back on top of me.
Appeared.
That's fair.
That's probably what would have happened.
Yes.
Though if you had messed up the symbol, I don't know.
I did not wish to be crushed.
Good.
It's fair to assume that if that ever happens again, whoever's not there best not to intervene.
Okay, so you received the mask. What else happened?
I'm just gonna take a seat
Mm-hmm.
and just stare down.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay, Felix?
Just nod to myself, not looking at you.
Felix is not used to.
He's probably
Overwhelming.
experienced things
The
that he's
first
not
time.
used to.
Felix, you should write down what we saw.
What was said?
I nod and point,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't pull out my book yet.
Well,
And I
you
just
are ready.
continue to nod. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He looks quite shaken.
It's not the most pleasant.
I said it is overwhelming the first time,
Certainly.
and this time was different
Very.
than previous.
How so?
There was
We're not in the same place as before.
and there was a wailing.
A wailing,
Yes.
like a crying.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ever constant and ambient.
Oh.
Well, I think we found the widow.
No. Not the widow. Someone you've probably grown to know quite a bit about at this point. Was the crying of Ostador. He's very much as around as Camilla.
Okay.
Like he's trapped.
Entombed,
Okay.
possibly underneath Oshuamp.
Oh! Whoa! What are you thinking there, Sarah?
I feel like that's a word I know.
We've used entombed.
Any
So
catacombs?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Any catacombers?
Well,
Sorry.
It's just so
bunch of
easy.
skeleton hands just
Hey!
Right here. Yeah, I did hear that, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah!
I didn't hear anything else except that.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm.
That happened.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
it sounds like it.
That was the wailing
So
there.
glad I went down there.
So, okay. Does Ostador need saving?
Quite possibly.
Shit.
Did you want him to not? Shit.
Camilla seemed to think so.
Now I'm gonna pull out my book. Continue to nod to myself.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I cannot hear
Is
it.
the food done? I think
Yes, one thing at a time.
he's looking a little pale.
Lunch.
He's
Oh,
not
yeah, what
looking
do you
well.
see,
He looks a little
DJ?
green.
What do you see?
Tell us.
Rifted acolyte, adorn them with your oil, is presumably Adrian.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adrian was a very slippery man, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
He
did
who
light him on
slumbers with
fire.
buried breath is now presumably Ostador. I think that's fair. Sinuous tongue shall gift our bravest.
I think Vorst is the bravest.
I should say goodest.
Translation error.
That's old timey Oshuamp.
Something was lost in the translation. That's definitely goodest in common.
Yeah.
Uh,
I imagine.
well, who had a sinuous tongue?
Hmm.
Adrian,
Hmm. Hmm.
that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he gifted you with anything.
Oh, there is a very sinuous tongue.
Unless sinuous tongue could be, and this is admittedly kind of a stretch.
Go for
Don't.
it. When has it
Do
ever
it.
stopped
that
you?
ever-
Do it.
stopped
I want you to be right.
It could possibly be Nivara.
Shit.
I thought you were going to say yourself. For some reason.
It was a good try.
Thank you.
Sinew, tongue, silver thread,
Mm.
mouth.
The hags? You think sinuous tongue?
No, he was
Hey,
going
Mr.
to
Ethier. Hey,
thing.
Mr. Yellowblow. You want to help me out on that one?
I think Yalumlo was probably the star child born beneath a raven sky.
DJ, read the thing again about buried breath. Read that entire sentence.
He who slumbers with buried breath and sinuous tongue shall gift our bravest.
And. Do you see the and there? It's
And
one sentence.
and sinuous tongue. Uh-huh.
So Ostador has a sinuous tongue.
No.
Somebody take it from him.
He who slumbers
Their names,
with
DJ.
buried breath and with sinuous tongue.
It's 3 names.
Correct.
Gotcha.
He who slumbers with
And then buried breath
buried
is
breath
a person, and sinuous tongue is
sinuous
a person.
tongue.
Fair.
What the fuck?
Dude, it's great. I love that it's one of the fucking things that has been here since the beginning. Huh.
Well, this is the second.
No. I mean, sinuous tongue is one of the things that yeah.
Is it in the opening? Is it one of those things that's in the opening or something?
I don't think
No.
so.
It was the bitch that gave me the apple.
No. I will ask you to recall the lore that you know about Ostador and the beginning of Ostador's campaign. Ostador's crusade.
Might have to look back at that.
Why did Ostador begin his crusade?
To atone.
To
Hey, little
reclaim.
mama, let me whisper in your ear.
No. I will give you all the opportunity for history checks.
Nope.
Yes! When I needed it!
The lucky one might say.
Shut up, John!
16.
16,
11.
11, at 20.
Yeah.
18.
Very good.
I rolled a 3. Don't even look at me.
I rolled
don't
too many
remember anything.
nat 20s recently, and it's a
Uh-huh.
little alarming.
It's fine. That's why that thing broke up there too.
That
right
was
at the time when I
fucking.
described
I
like
hope it's
that was
on
creepy.
camera.
I described
What
like electricity beginning to grow around them,
And
in
he
the
said,
air,
like,
and
something
something
like-
fizzled and popped over there.
He
and they
said
were like,
swirl and flicker, and the candle went punk.
Uh-huh.
The
Like
literal
just-
battery
just now?
flew out of the.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yep, it was great.
Yeah, those tall ones, the
Force.
bottoms don't stay
Yeah.
on.
I will remind you
I gotta go back and watch that.
of the information that has been shared for you for the beginning of Ostador's crusade was that he was called forth to do so by a beautiful woman. Visited, one could say, by a lady of sacred fire.
Oh.
I forgot that. That's a big thing.
Yeah, that's like a. That was gone.
That's important.
Rahela, one of the 2 statues.
Called Ostador.
Yes. The robed figure that is faceless inside of the city of Oshuamp. And we will end there.
Oh, God.
Woo!
Well,
Uh-huh.
friends, thank you very much
Uh-huh.
for watching
Shit.
this evening. I hope you guys had fun.
Oh God.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna need a bigger whiteboard.
Yes, you are.
If you're new here, make sure you follow so you can find us again. We stream D&D 3 times a week. You can also check out our website, notgreatrpg.com, or join our Discord and hang out with us. We have podcasts. We got text recaps of everything. Everything goes on YouTube as well. It's all up there, easy to watch and catch up on. But yeah, we really appreciate you being here tonight. Volpix, thank you for the gifted sub as well, and DJ, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. We'll be live next on Friday for the Lost Kings of Adoris for a big pillow fight. So you guys have
A very different
a very different campaign.
Listen to Pillow King, alright?
Very
got
different. You got the horned one. I've got the Pillow King. It's you know,
got
Feathered one.
it's
got me.
fine.
You've got a fallen king.
Uh-huh. Yep.
It's fine.
Not a falling asleep king.
Yeah, exactly. It's two different coins. Anyway, thanks guys. See you next time.
Good night.
Bye, friends.
Good night, friends.
Bye.